Okay, we're live. Let's go ahead and get some spiky music playing. Spiky stroll. Ooh, that's a nice sound. Can we turn this up? All right. How about these? Let's get the menu updated, huh? We're here on time. Can you believe it? Oh my God. My wife has gone to bed. It's because she had to wake up so early with me. She woke up early. She went on a walk with us for our walking stream. We're going to say Neo, Destiny, Pack Break. We're going to say CGC Display Slabs. We're going to say, what else are we going to say? Steam Siege Break. Live Card Shop. Hope you guys had a good weekend. The weekend's over now. I'm supposed to get back to work, you know. This looks like Mr. Thone wants to ship out, but it's a pending order, unfortunately. Okay, we'll look into that more. Let's go ahead and advertise the stream at this point. Tell everyone in the Discord we're live. All right, very nice, very good. We are all done setting up the stream. We are 2 minutes in. We got 27 viewers. How's it going, guys? The 27 viewers who like me the most. How's it going? The Gengar on the Neo pack looks sexy. Yeah, so there is a Gengar in this set. Did you know that? It's called Dark Gengar, I believe. Look at that. Yep. He's in the set. I wish his art had been a little bit better, the actual artwork in the set. This, I have just finally, all this time later, listed up on eBay. This is one of my best-selling non-Pokemon goods. It's the display slabs. I sell these all the time, so I'm just going to do a little ad for this one as well. We have two different versions of the slab. We have the PSA card-only version, so only PSA slabs fit in this one. This one fits both PSA and CGC slabs. It's only $2 more, so if I were you, I would probably pick up the CGC slab one in case you ever have, CGC slabs that need to be added to it. Okay, does it focus right? There we go. Very cool. You guys probably saw these before already, but this is something I had manufactured for me, so I got this straight from the manufacturer. I told them I wanted them to fit CGC displays, and so they adjusted it for me. So we got two types. Well, we got three types. We got a booster pack display, we got a PSA slab display, and we got a CGC slab display. Where is the booster pack display, by the way? Where'd that go last? I don't even know where they are. Yeah. Booster pack display is somewhere. Is it lying around somewhere? I don't know where it's at. Actually, no, that's not one. That's not one. Yeah, the booster pack displays are laying around here somewhere. But yeah, so these are actually in the menu. If you did not know that, you could always add this to your order when you're shipping out. Let me show you. Here it is. Under card supplies, we got PSA magnetic display, CGC display, and booster pack display. I think I've sold... I don't know how many of the PSA displays I've sold. I know they sell like slowly all the time. I'm constantly having to ship one. And this one has never been listed, and it finally is listed. So I expect that one to sell. now that it's available, now that people know about it. I created a TikTok for it too. That's the other thing. Usually when you make a TikTok, your sales jump. But I try not to advertise too much. Oh, look, you can kind of see the difference in the color of the slabs. How cool is that? Except for that perfect SV49. Yeah, he was only $18. So there you are. Very cool. Put this back over here. Very proud of those. I keep my own good, best slabs in them. I need to make one for Beckett now. I need a Beckett-sized one. Then I think after that, an SGC-sized one, and then I've got all of them. And then I think I want to add my brand to it as well, like the logo. And then, but all that takes a lot of money and time. Did you know that? Let's see what you guys are saying. I got a shiny Shadow Mewtwo in Pokemon Go. New emojis are whack. Just give me access. You don't like them? Okay, so hold on. What, is there a fly in here? Mother friggin'... God, I hate flies. Let's turn this down. Mario Kart. Move this over here. I love this song. This what is it called? Yoshi's Woolly World song is so good, man. I love it. Steamboat, Steamboat. Cheese is pissed. Open Harder. Do you like Open Harder? Yeah, there's a couple new emojis just because we haven't had new emojis in a while. And I know you guys like new stuff. Let me see what they look like because I can't see it on Streamlabs. Yes, you guys are opening up so much Steamboat Mickey, or so much Disney 100 that I added Steamboat as a temporary emoji to reflect the fact that you guys are ordering so damn much of it. But it's a temporary emoji. It'll go away eventually. Is that a booster pack break? This is a booster pack. So this is an actual booster pack break. Everyone buys one card. This is a slightly different thing. One person will get the whole pack, okay? It needs like a different name. Booster pack mini or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, so anyways, you guys have been getting decimated by the Disney packs. What emoji did we lose? You know, Mike's side, if you can't name the one you lost, then maybe it wasn't that good of a emoji. But yeah, I want to make sure that the emojis are fun and fresh. There's a moderator one. What's it called? It's called, members only, not moderator, members only. Try it out. Try the members only emoji. Cough, cough, sump emoji. Steamboat Willie Cowboy. All right, so in order to test out the members only emoji, I'm going to do a members only giveaway. So let's do a giveaway on this cool Manaphy. There it is. So that's a cool, nice little Manaphy. It's from the Platinum deck, Giratina. Really nice, right? So we're going to turn on members only, and then we're going to give this away, okay? But yeah, if you're not a member, you can't get in the giveaway. That's terrible. Members only. Sort of a tease. Okay, let's jump over here. We're going to turn on member mode. Member mode is active. And let's do a keyword giveaway. Okay, the giveaway number for Manaphy is 1234. Jump on in that. Even the raw card has value in this case because these poker decks are going way up in value. And yeah, so I'm really fascinated by the rise of the value of the poker decks. This is the new pack break Neo Destiny. It's a cheap $87. Does it say 87? Because it should say 87. I didn't write 82 down by mistake, did I? Because my brain said 82. No, I wrote it down correctly. It's a scant $87 a spot. That's because you kind of can't find these anywhere anymore. They just all dried up and disappeared, and they're selling for a lot as graded booster packs. So the question is, why would I open it rather than grade it? But we're going to be opening it, and honestly, it's not a lot different. The price isn't a lot different than I used to have it, so yeah, it's really expensive. Congrats on losing 16 pounds. Very motivating. Keep it up. Yes, all the daily walking has actually turned into losing weight, and I'm going to be keeping that up. Because let's say I don't even lose much weight each day from doing it. I think it at least stops me from gaining weight. Isn't that interesting? So if you're somebody who gains a little bit of weight every year, what you need is to change the calorie balance in your day-to-day life. And so all that extra walking is going to do that for me. Whew. What's with these other emotes? We got some new emojis. All right, let's see who won. Roll it. Alex, you won. Wow, nice job, Alex. Alex is a member. He's one of the oldest members. There we go. Ta-da. How about that? Okay, let's turn members mode only off. So the new members only emoji is just for fun. There we go. Cool. He's pissed. I'm pissed. Chat is now open to everyone. How's it going, guys? So it's another lovely night, the end of Memorial Day weekend. We're back to work on Tuesday. Of course, I'm already back to work. I work through the whole weekend. That's what you do. When you want to be successful, you have to work through the weekend, guys. That is just how it is. Because if you don't do it, somebody else is willing to do it. You're a towel. You're a towel. No, you are literally a towel. No, you're a towel. I want to get high. My heart is happy and empty. Why do you say empty? Because simp is gone. Oh, I couldn't find the simp emoji on the other laptop. So I think it's on this laptop. Let me look it up. Dude, I don't see the simp emoji. Did Mike Side add the simp emoji? It might not have been me who added it. That might have been one of Mike Side's emojis. Because Mike Side's able to edit the emojis as well. That or it's just like in an odd place. I'm looking. In order to add the simp emoji back on, I'm going to have to find it first. I'm sure it's out there. So we need the simp emoji back. I thought it was just going to be sitting in my emoji. See, I got like a whole thing of emojis over here. So I thought it was just going to be sitting over there, and it wasn't. Time to shop Target, says Alex. Oh, did you just drink a Bud Light? Having a sip? So what do we want to do tonight, guys? Anything fun? Let's talk about the list. So this is the new booster pack break, $87. This is a mini break, and you get the whole booster pack if you win. This is the Sexy Girl break, charity card, Victini, Jeff Leon's birthday present, Charizard. Oh, this is the new break. Here it is. So we got a new Pokemon break. It's 7 spots, $5 each. Gloom 8 from Pokemon Cardos. Okay, nothing crazy over there. Set this up. Yo. We also have the live customs, which are very full. I can see that only 4 packs have sold yesterday. So it's very loaded with lots and lots and lots of pulls and slabs. And yeah, so that's the... those are the live customs. Here are the PokeBRUHs. How many PokeBRUHs? 3 PokeBRUHs. So there's lots of fresh PokeBRUHs in here. So those are all stocked up. We got lots of new cards coming down the road. And I'm excited to open some cards or just talk and hang out and see what happens tonight. Let's pull a Steamboat, Steamboat, Steamboat. I forgive you, Nightbot. Mister, I miss Cupcake. I'm pissed. Yeah, so Cupcake was the Pitbull emojis. That must be one of the ones missing. And we could bring it back. Happy to see Alexa catch the win. No way. Is this live? No way. It's live. That's right. It's live. We've got a couple new emojis. Try them out. Tell me if any of them actually stick. Like if any of them feel good, you like them. What's your favorite new emoji? Steamboat's definitely just going to be temporary. Steamboat's just because you guys are so obsessive over getting that Steamboat. Pat Gibbs sent me $10. Oh, grade my diva promo card. Okay, Pat Gibbs. Mr. Pat. Pitbull emoji was dead. Yeah, that was definitely one of those temporary emojis. Look at that. Getting some cool looking cards out of there. Hey there, everyone. Hand pink waving. I thought it was a Jack Daniels label. Oh, that's the Steamboat Willie that everybody's so obsessed over right now. Disney 100 Weiss has been my best-selling product for like over a month now. You guys are just nuts about it. There it goes. I think it was Open Hearter. I think Open Hearter stinks too. I thought it was Jack Daniels. Okay, let's see. Pat Gibbs. Pat Gibbs. You said $10, so I guess that means express. I don't know. Ta-da! Okay. Mr. John should be coming back to work tomorrow, so I think he's going to be getting some of those grades done. Pat Gibbs says he'll take 5 of the NFL 5 TCGs. Oh, he says he overpaid for bulk grading. Okay, so the other one was bulk grading. Hey, mister, what's up, Jason? There we go. So he wants the NFL 5. Let me scooch back. I should get like a plastic mat for my chair so I can scoot around easier. I sent you the simp emoji. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So we can add it back in then. There we go. Simp. There we go. Were people actually using it? I don't remember the simp emoji being used a lot. All right. People must have been liking it, though. Okay, snip this up. Steep. And snip this up. Steep. Got all those snips in. All right, lovely. So welcome back, guys. Happy Monday morning, Sunday night. Anything interesting going on in your lives? I had a pretty uneventful day. I didn't get a lot of sleep. Had my wife wake me up early so that she could hang out with me and not miss me. Okay. I made fun of Jen Simps with it. Oh, oh, I see. What is this? I don't know what that is. How many spots left in the luggage break? The luggage break? What's the luggage break? You mean Lugia? Here's Kyle Allen. So we got a Kyle Allen here. Quarterback offensive. Huh. Alex was the primary user of the simp emoji. Oh, I gotcha. We gotta have it back. Can't remember. Was the E important? Not this Sunday. Action power up. I don't think that's actually a valuable card. How about this over here? The holographics, obviously, they're valuable. We're looking for holographic rookie cards. No holographic rookie cards in this run. All right. That was for Pat Gibbs, NFL 5. Very cheap packs. It went to the store like my dad. Nah, simp emoji was popular. You mean Tuesday morning, Monday night? Oh! It's Tuesday morning, Monday night. Woohoo! That's right. Don't you forget. Move this back. Mr. Pat. Pat gives me some more cards. First order of the night. How do you feel about that, Pat? 6.23. I don't see any orders in ZELLE, so there's no ZELLE line at all. ZELLE's still not the most popular form of payment. It is PayPal by a lot. Okay, Jonathan says, I reached out about a couple White Star Wars packs. Could you see if it went through on your side? Okay, let's take a quick look. Where's the Metapod emoji? Bud Light emoji would be funny. Ooh, a Bud Light emoji. I like that. Getting some Bud. You guys are going to make me update the live stream live. I miss Pepe Rope too. I think I have that one saved somewhere. Go Emmons. Okay. 2 White Star Wars. Is that what you're referring to? Oh, right. And you said you couldn't find it. That's what it was. So let's just quickly look in your bag. Thing is, it's such a small order, Jonathan. All right, so the first thing I note, Jonathan, is your bag's right in the front. That's the first thing I note. Usually that's a good sign. It means that it has been handled recently. Sephiroth. Here's some Star Wars. Was it this one? You said 2 packs? So you already have some Star Wars. So, I don't know how many orders of Star Wars you've had in the past. Your bag's right in the front. That is usually a sign that your order did get received. It's a very small order. And what that means is it's very hard to find it. It's like finding a needle in a haystack when it comes to live stream. So my brain actually tells me I've handled the bag, and I recall doing that. And I feel like your pull was actually this guy right here. Because I remember pulling an electric, what's-his-face, the other day. I suspect that's your pull, man. What slab breaks do we have TCC? Maybe I can help you by identifying at what time it took place. So it says May 26th at 11:39 p.m. PDT. I think that's California time. So the order took place at 11:39 p.m. And so that should help you in identifying when it could have taken place in the stream. Now remember, that doesn't mean it's going to show up exactly at that point in the stream, but it's not going to be before that point, right? Because usually there's a delay before your order is processed. What slabs do we have TCC? We got a lot of slabs on the table right now. By the way, the main break slab is very not a very expensive one in terms of the cost divided by 36 is $6 a piece. But yeah, there's a lot of really fancy slabs up on the table. Crystal Guardians, Legend Makers, Power Keeper, Sandstorm. So these are all really expensive, fancy slabs. I think there's still more to price, like this Grovel and Trico haven't been priced. But here's some Dusclops. Here's a Trico. Here's a Venusaur. The Squirtle is actually going to be really popular. I think these two are popular. So is the Torchic, actually. Torchic, and behind it we have this pricier Bulbasaur. A lot of Crystal Guardians here. I had quite a lot more than this than I realized. Blastoise again. Ooh. What was Blastoise? 365? So we got... This is Pop 11 Pelipper. Crazy, man. But here, since we got this Blastoise sitting right here, we're going to go ahead and update this. Yeah, so this kind of gives you an idea. I was kind of a holder of these, a hodler. And now's the time to sell them so that I can go do some new stuff. You meant the mini slab break. Currently, there's only one Pokemon mini slab break, and it's a Gloom from Cardos. We started it just yesterday. There it is. Lovely. We also have these over here. Lotad, Magneton. Somebody was interested in this. 185. Here's Shiftry, Legend Maker. $300 Charizard. Chansey Pop 18. Chansey is kind of interesting. Chansey used to be a little more expensive when it was Pop like 2 or 3. But now there's 18. When you think about how many Evolutions cards are out there, that is insanely low pop still. And so it shows that Chansey will always probably be expensive because it's so damn hard to get a 10 on it. And with it only being Pop 18, it's just 18 people that own one, huh? So that's a pretty exclusive club. There we go. Pretty cool. But here we are. That's the break Gloom right there. I think Chansey needs to be updated, mister. What do you mean by updated? I'm here, mister. You're the biggest nerd I've seen in my life. I'm a pretty big nerd. Being a nerd pays off sometimes. I'm a nerd with a lovely wife and a lovely lake house. A lot of people think that being a nerd means you don't get any sex. It means you don't have a good life. My life is just fine. I'm doing quite well. Oh, I'm out of drink now. Look at this drink, guys. I found this at Walmart and just gave it a try. It's a sparkling water. And it does have a little bit of calories, 17. Primarily, it seems to come from sugar. So it's got a little bit of sugar. The whole can is 17 calories. But look what it's made out of. Carbonated water, some grapefruit juice, orange juice, lemon juice, and whatever hibiscus is. No sugar added. So the sugar's coming from the actual fruit juice. Tastes great. Yeah, not bad. You know, that's... you can find ones that have 0 sugar in them. I just gave it a try. I thought it was really good. And 17 calories really isn't... I mean, I guess if I was drinking like 10 of those, that'd be a problem. So yeah, if I was drinking like 10 cans of that. 17, way too high. Yeah, 17 is pretty low. Hibiscus is a flower. Oh, okay, got it. Open that Neo pack. Here it is. So the Neo pack is the current pack break. It's extremely expensive at $87 a spot. You get 1 card out of the pack. So pretty much you cannot afford to get like a dumb trainer card. You need to get like Light Jolteon, Light Vaporeon. Those cards, if you pull them out of the pack as common and commons, I think if they grade well, you still make money. Excuse me, you still make money. I got the hiccups there. You can't find this pack for sale anymore. It's harder and harder to find. And yeah, I happen to have one. So, and now I'm letting it go. And alternatively, I could just sit on it and allow it to get older and more rare. But instead, we're going to have a pack break. It's going to be fun. Just sent an order. It needs to be negative 17 calories. What's the sodium? Nothing, I guess. I didn't see any sodium. Look at the pack art. Members only. Members only. Members only. All right, let's see what we got. I think a Bud Light emoji would be hilarious. Tiago Francisco. Hey, mister, can I get 5 Scarlet Violet base? Yes, sir. It's been a really long time. I have a bag. Oh, you don't have a bag if it's a year old, though, Tiago. Do you know that? Let me look you up, Tiago. So, Tiago, there's a rule. If your bag's over a year old, it's treated as a donation. Let me see just how old this is. Here we go. So, Tiago says, only this order you just made has shown up. So, you definitely are not having a bag anymore. Let's go ahead and look this up. That means your bag was donated. I appreciate the donation, but you might not have known about that. That is a rule we implemented all the way back in 2020 because we had too many bags. All right, here we are. I can see you had a few orders back then, Tiago. Let's see what you had. Yeah, some Eevee Heroes, some Chilling Rain. You had an XY Evolution. You actually didn't have that much, which is very common for abandoned bags. All right, well, I tell you what, man. Let me put this order together, and maybe I'll toss you a free one or two, okay? Yeah, you only had, according to this, you had 1, 2, 3, 4. You had 4 orders, not from 2022, from 2021. Your bag was actually 2 years old, so it was an abandoned bag. We got 2 Brilliant Stars. Appreciate you coming back, though. 3 Lost Origins. Let's see. All right, here we go. Agua de Jamaica. Man, Mike, side you like that members only emoji. Put that over there. Yeah, do you guys like any of the new emojis? Let me know if you like any of the new emojis. Okay, what do we got over here? We got, oh right, it's double hollows now. Magnazone. So Scarlet Violet time, everybody. Maybe his bag's still in the boxes. We can check. I highly doubt it because his bag is over 2 years old. And so that bag, very unlikely to be there. There we go. Fortress. We had an okay, we're in the Brilliant Stars. This is a Brilliant Stars pack. We had an unbelievable amount of abandoned bags, and they were just piling up. And believe it or not, I do not have infinite space to store your cards. And this was a problem we had quite a while ago. It was back when we were doing bulk cards at the other channel. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was a point where I said I just took everyone's bulk cards away. And then I said we're implementing a rule where you got 1 year to ship. And that was when that started. And nowadays we have people who come back and they're like, all right, so it's been a while. So where's my... Oh, man, he's getting a great pull anyways. Wow, congratulations, man. Luminion Alternative Art. Beautiful. What's up, TJ Smalley? He says, hey, mister. How's it going, man? But what happened was, from that point on, I said, you got a year after your latest order to claim the bag, because I was learning really quickly back then how crazy your room can fill up with stuff that's been left and never shipped. But what's also interesting is you do find a higher rate that the people who did abandon their stuff for like a year or two didn't know the rule. There we go. Which makes a lot of sense. Wow, great round. You got Luminion, you got Gengar, Granbull, and Magnazone. That's a pretty solid round, Mr. Tiago. And then I said I'd toss you a free one. Let's toss you some free stuff, okay? So I apologize that the bag did get donated, but I'm afraid that's the way it is. We need some whale to give away some memberships. Oh, yeah, we're like, ooh, what's this? Fan Rotom. There we go. And I'll give you one of these. Say my name, if no one is around you. Say, baby, that I love you. Here we are. Yoshi Egg, I like it. Okay, so I'll get you some free ones. Do I have any other free ones? Yeah, I could probably get you one of these. So we got some of these Topps cards here. And we've just been giving them away. First one says, Mister. What's up, man? Got another one for him. Here we go, Lucario. Did your 5K purchase come in yet? 5K purchase? 5K purchase of what? What are you referring to? I made a lot of purchases. I spent $46,000 in the last 7 days. Tiago, I hope you'll drop back again, okay, man? There we go. And just remember, guys, you got 1 year to ship from your last purchase. The sticker collection. Oh, the bubblegum cards. Well, those won't arrive until probably like the end of next week. Or this week, I mean, the end of this week. Because remember, USPS, they're not doing any work all this last weekend. They've been off. It's a federal holiday. So they will deliver it soon, but it's probably going to be more like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, my guess. I want to show it off, though. I can't wait to show it off. It's unbelievable how expensive those cards get. And it's because they're from 1935. 1935. Here we are. That's a really old card when you think about it. Okay, I got your address. Does it match what you gave me? It does. Very good. The music's fading, the lights down low. Just one more dance and then we're good to go. What? I don't know that one. Okay. Okay. I think my cat's meowing. I think she wants into the room. I don't let kitties in the card room. That's because eventually they puke. It doesn't happen right away, but it happens one day, and then one day you're stepping over cat puke. 1935, now that's vintage, unlike late 90s here, or early 2000s. Yeah, it's real old, really old. Anyone from that time period is definitely dead. You know what I mean? That is intergenerational kind of card collecting, because when those cards came out originally, all those people from that time period have definitely passed away. Maybe not like infants, but the infants wouldn't have been collecting, right? So it wasn't an infant collecting those packs. There's probably a small chance that there's a couple people who are like 100 years old now and they were alive in that time period, but they're 100 now. You know what I mean? So they're mostly gone. Antonio Suevos, Booster Pack Mini. You got it, man. I think Mr. will profit big time in the future. Well, I like to look for things that should be valuable, but people just aren't thinking about them at the time. So I like to look for situations like that, and that's kind of how market works. There we go. Antonio Suevos. I like to look into stuff that's fun, trending, and just interesting, and maybe something that hasn't had the limelight shed on it in a while. You know what I mean? So let me make this medicine to quench my love for violent things, my swan song. I don't know that one either. 1935. Now that's vintage. That is vintage. Holy cow. Timothy Miller says he wants into the Primal Clash pack. Okay, Timothy Miller. These little mini breaks have been very popular. $5 for a chance at something is such a low amount of money that people go, all right, $5. Hector Martinez, I would like to get 5 packs of Crown Zenith. The rest is for shipping. I also had a PSA 10 Ho-Oh from Shining Legends or Hidden Fates from a while back under my name. Please also tell me how to best contact you regarding the shipping address. Well, Hector, I use your PayPal address. Yeah, I use your PayPal. And so you have an old slab, huh? All right. No problem, man. 5 packs Crown Zenith. Let's get into it. Do you grade sports autographs? So it's tricky. Like, I could, but does that add value to it? If, let's say I were to grade a sport card that was open right here on the table and we have a video recording of it being pulled, that's pretty good. Let's say if it's just like a PSA, I'm sorry, like a Topps card with the signature on it, that's pretty reliable, right? But let's say it was somebody who actually signed a card for you. I can't do that, you know what I mean? Unless you have like a video evidence of it actually being signed. So to answer your question, I'll grade signature cards if we open them here on the table, right? I'll grade those all day. If you mail in sport cards, I reserve the right to just reject it and be like, you know what? I don't want to put my name on this until I have better equipment, maybe. And so that's how that is. What channel are your walks on? They're on this channel, but you can't see it unless you're a member. You have to be a member to see the live stream walks. So that's a members only content. We are. Actually, you kind of missed out on a kind of a nice episode because me and my wife went walking together this morning and people were asking her questions. There we go, Mr. Hector. What we got? Dusko. But yeah, I'm pretty confident grading anything that we open because I'm the only one who got to touch the product, so I never have to worry about it being like messed with or anything. Nobody doctored it. It's definitely straight from the pack. Mag Mortar. Look at that Mag Mortar. Oh, Lord, I can only imagine what they asked. I did have to ignore some questions. Another Luminion? Wow, man. They really like Luminion, huh? Luminion got a lot of attention. Mister's touching our goods. Here's Pikachu. Well, this has been a nice hot little round, hasn't it? Wait, I'm not a member, but I get the notifications for the walking streams. When the walking stream's live, anyone can watch it. So when it's live, it's public. When it's being uploaded to the channel, it then goes to members only. I always imagine your wife being a more nerdy-looking Mia Khalifa for some reason. Who's Mia Khalifa? There we are. All right. They just be giving these cards away now. They just be giving these cards away now. Yeah, or he got lucky. Good round. Hector Martinez. So we'll check for a Hector Martinez real quickly. If it's a really old bag, I don't suspect you'll be here, Hector. She's a great actress. Oh my God, she's a corn star. Let's see. That's what my brain was telling me she was, but I wasn't sure. Oh, look at that. You got your bag right here, Mr. Hector. Everything's good. Look at all those hits. Well, you're doing good there, Hector, getting shipped out in time. Can you eyeball Panini and tell if it's real or not? Plus it's numbered. What? There we go. There are guys who get jobs where their job is to like verify whether a signature is real or not. I don't know where you go to school for that, but I certainly do not have that skill. So when it comes to signatures, my abilities are more limited and I won't grade something I'm not comfortable with. But anytime it comes to grading like a signature card that we opened right here on the table, I'm very comfortable with that. Because I trust Topps to be authentic. Although there was that scandal. Do you guys remember that one scandal? Hector. Have we shipped you before? All right, I'm going to log in. Yeah, there was that one scandal that occurred where it turned out that PSA was putting on fake signatures. Do you guys remember that? That was in the news. The people who work for Topps weren't bothering to get the authentic signature. They were just faking it. They're forging it. Really bad. That was on the news for a while. So, Hector, I have your address that begins with a 9. Okay, and now I'm grabbing your email. Oh, not this. Come on now. There we go. That sounds like it would be hard considering none of my signatures look alike. All right, Mr. Hector. You need a master's degree. Yeah, it's a very niche sort of job, I'm sure. It's a cool job. I think you learn stuff about how humans write and draw. There's probably some sort of very niche kind of class you can take for that somewhere. Authenticating signatures. Probably in forensic science. Yeah, it's a forensic science kind of thing, isn't it? And so somebody probably takes a class on that, and then they probably get a lot of practice. They probably shadow somebody who's been doing it for many years, and they try to pass all their knowledge down to them. But if they're numbered, we're thought of, then it's kind of hard to fake all that. But what do I know? I'm just a country bumpkin, says Kevin P. How much for a box of Azure Lane? Azure Lane is 16 packs per box. Really pricey, and I have to ask for that price because I'm not even making very good margin on that one. Those just got really expensive really fast, and that's because everybody likes them. So, and can you imagine why? It's because they got sexy girls in them. So that set just got really expensive. Some stuff I make pretty good margin on, but it is not Azure Lane. Antonio Sueva says $5 for Jeff's birthday slab. Okay, happy birthday to Jeff. Oh, also from Antonio Suevas. So this guy's say 19. Nice, man. So as you guys can see, Mr. Jeff Leon's birthday card is down to $19. When it reaches 0, I write his name on the back. And this front side of the card stays the same. You can donate $1. That's going to be anonymous if you do. If you donate up to $5, I'll write your name down next to it so he knows who donated. Okay? Little birthday slabs. They're a nice thing. He told me he liked Vaporeon, so that's why we grabbed that. Mister, thank you for the news. No problem, man. Are those Panini yellow top basketball cards worth anything? I got the dollar packs in a few of my stores, and people will buy the whole 84 pack box immediately. Oh. When did you know you were going to be a hand model? I did not know that. That just sort of happened. So, oh yeah, you can tell I'm a real hand model. Actually, my wife has told me I have nice hands. I don't think so. I think I just have hands. Peyton Van Winkle says 1 Disney. You got it, Peyton. I feel like I just have normal hands. Boop. There we go. What do we got? It's, this is the night, oh, the beautiful night. Da 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 da. Bella Notte. That's Lady and the Tramp, huh? That's an old movie. And they had like the Siamese cats, and it was like kind of racist. We are Siamese, if you please. Who remembers that? I didn't learn that it was racist till much later. Oh, those tricky Asians. Let's see. You can do an analysis of the movie, and it kind of reveals, you know, sort of the zeitgeist of the times, the culture. Peyton says I have a bag, but where is it? Those tricky Siamese cats. Can't trust them. Disney had a lot of that in the past. Well, Peyton, where the hell's your bag? You're not on the table, are you? Simon Frank is. Why would you be on the table when we have plenty of room in the P-boxes? Everything's racist if you believe. We are Siamese if you don't please. Dun dun dun. Oh, found your bag. All right, your bag was just way back there. It says 1222. Welcome back, Peyton. Hail, Peyton. What makes the red man red? You had Song of the South. There we go. Oh, this should say 6. That should be a 3. There you go. Fix it. I found a record of Song of the South. We had it on VHS, and my dad, being kind of the entrepreneurial type, He took a recording device that could take one VHS and copy it down to another VHS, and he bootlegged a bunch of copies of Song of the South. That's because Disney announced that they were getting rid of Song of the South, so he created a ton of copies and sold it to his friends and family. Yeah. He's like, they're getting rid of this. It's rare now. Christian Garcia, hey, mister, can I get 2 Disney 100 packs? You got it. Those one dudes in Star Wars that had crazy Asian accent kind of looked like them Siamese cats. Them one dudes? Now, there are 2 of them. Let's see. 5 we cross. 1, 2, 3. 4. You got the promo. Blue are the people here that walk around. If I was green, I would die, right? Dabba-dee-ba-dabba-da. Those one dudes in Star Wars. I already read that. I have to get more recross. Give me a second. Let's see. The blockade is perfectly legal. The blockade? I don't remember that moment, but that sounds like what they would have said. These boxes open terribly, and I'm going to cut my fingers. Read my previous comment, says at them. Let's trade my Espeon Slab for 2 Azure Lane boxes. What's your Espeon Slab? What Espeon are we talking about? There we go. Brer Rabbit and the Tar Baby. Oh, man. Funny, man. Those were the times. Those were the times. That's what they were doing back then. Times have changed. 100 years from now, 100 full years from now, I bet we won't talk about this stuff as much. Everyone will be so many generations ahead by then. Maybe 200 years. Give it a little more time, you know. 1,000 years from now, it'll be ancient history. They'll be like, yeah, back then, this was a big deal for them. You know what I mean? Be ancient history then. I have one with you. What kind of Espeon card is it? Can you tell me what card it actually is? So here you go. You got one full art dragon lady. Looks very Chinese. Got to ride Splash Mountain a year ago before they closed it. So what is Splash Mountain? I heard about them closing it. Was that from Song of the South? Yuzuki Zero. There we go. She's like, oh no! Oh man, it smells great. All right. It smells like perfume. And it's got felt on it. All right, I won't touch it because she's your waifu now. That wouldn't be right. They had animatronics from it in there. And Disney said, you don't need to know about this existing. Wow, man, that's kind of, that's funny. Something in our past we're not really proud of. Had all the songs, too. They're changing it to Princess and the Frog. They're erasing history! Did you see Disney is taking down the American flag, putting up the pride flag for the whole month of June? You know, this is something that bothers me a lot. I don't care what group you're part of. You could be a part of an anti-Semitism group, LGBTQ group, Black Pride, it could be Latino, whatever group. But it's like, can't we just have the American flag? Is that a big deal? Because government buildings do this too. They fly the pride flag like it's an official government flag. It's not. There's one government. It's the United States government. I just feel like it sort of divides us, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, are we going to have a straight flag up flying there? It's just weird. It goes too far, man. And they, you know, and then they go, oh, well, you just don't like us. It's like, no, well, stop it with this stuff. We don't need to fly your flag. This is a United States government building. And you can fly the flag privately anywhere. We don't care. But, you know, it's just weird. It is weird. That's my feeling. You don't have to agree. You could be like, oh, no, we need the representation or something like that. But I feel like there's a point where it gets to like obnoxiousness, and this feels obnoxious. In yellow, here we are. That's just my feeling. That's just my feeling on it. All right, Christian Garcia. Mr. Christian, let's find your bag. He says, I've got a bag. I think you're new. Every other month of the year is straight Pride Month. Let's see, Christian K, Christian Gomez, Christian Garcia. You lagged so bad there, mister. Somebody hit the lag switch on me. No, I was saying basically I don't agree with the pride flag being flown on official government buildings. I think that private industry should do it. Government buildings should remain sort of like very official, basically. That's how I feel about it. Like, how would you feel if they flew, I don't know, like a Christian flag on the government building, right? What if they flew any religious flag on a government building? People would complain. They'd be like, come on, man, you represent us all, not this particular group. You represent all of us. And so they would ask for that flag to be removed. And so I feel like this is a very similar case to it. You know what I mean? Mr. doesn't like the right for free speech. Well, I think that freedom of speech includes being free of, having to participate in someone else's thing, right? So, like, in the schools, let's say they were doing, like, Catholic prayers. I was raised Catholic when I was younger. I'm not Catholic anymore, but let's say they were doing Catholic prayers in school. Is that freedom of speech, or is it kind of like maybe pushing it onto your kids, right? Which one is it? And it depends on everyone's different outlooks or different interests. I just feel like it's best for the government to just wave the American flag, man. Because that's what you are. You're the American government. You're not the LGBTQ government. And there is no such thing. You know what I mean? Anyways, those are my thoughts on it. I'm not against LGBTQ, but I will say I feel it's obnoxious. It is. Jeff Leon says 2 from Nightmares. 2 Clayburst. It is obnoxious. Just read Hathim's comment. Let's see. It's very hard to read comments. It's Espeon V, Altart from EV Heroes. Oh, that one's ungraded. I see what you're saying. So that's an ungraded card, and I would probably... Also, I feel that the Japanese EV Hero alternative arts are way overpriced. In this case, I'm going to stick with the... you're asking for a trade. I'm going to stick with those boxes, okay? Because I think those are going to sell. If I took the Eevee, I think... or the Espeon... First, I'd have to grade it. Then it's not guaranteed to get a 10. And then, it could be 9.5 or something. Then when it comes back, I got to sell it. So, it's easier for me to just sell those booster packs, the Azure Lane booster packs. We actually have an empty box of them right here. Look, see? Empty box. Because they do sell. He doesn't have to reply the question so many times. Just send a penny message. Hey, how's everybody? What's up, Callie Thomas? Do you take issue with the Confederate battle flag being flown at government buildings? I do, Edwin. I'm against that as well. A private individual can fly the old Confederate flag, but this is the United States of America. Why are we flying, a separatist flag is essentially what that is. It's a separatist flag. So people fly it because they personally view it as like, oh, that's our flag. We're part of this separatist group. But it's not the official American flag. Just fly the American flag. It's for everybody. It's for the whole country. And that government is not the separatist Confederate government. It's the official American government. It's just silly, you know what I mean? But I feel the same way about both of those flags, okay? It's going to be the same for both of those flags. Okay, let's see. I am the big butt robot Goku God. What's up, Jose Luis? Funko PDX says Mr. doesn't buy his own slabs. It's that cringe guy. You graded it, Mr. Them says. Oh, what did it grade? I don't remember. Was it pristine? I bet it was pristine. As long as they pay taxes, are willing to enter the draft in a war if needed. It's a heritage flag, though. Even black people fly it. The card he's talking about, well, yeah. So I'm saying that if you're a private individual or company, feel free to fly whatever flag you want. That's your freedom of speech. But there we go. All right. The lag is real. We're getting some lag. Buffering lag, mister. Yeah, sometimes you get lag when you stream. The pride flag is okay. No, I was saying that I would like them to just fly the regular American flag. That's what I was saying. I'm saying that I don't like it when government buildings fly the gay pride flag. And it's not because I'm against that flag. is because it doesn't belong in a government building. You know, it's like what I was saying. If you want to fly like a Christian flag or Muslim flag or Jew flag or any of those things, I'd say no to all that too. I'd say fly the one flag. It's the American flag. It just makes way more sense. Makes way more sense. This is the... Oh, what's this? Wow, it was in the next pack, Jeff. Wow, what were we talking about too? Oh my gosh, man. Look at that. That's crazy. Kevin says, I agree, we're American. That's the flag we should fly. Yeah, it's a fun conversation. Very, maybe it's a little controversial, but, you know, it just makes the most sense. Wow. Jeff Leon pulling the pull of the night. So many of these Clayburst packs have been opened. There we go. Humans should evolve to have sharp teeth. I think that'd be great. Sorry, just rambling, not trying to cause problems. Is that yours? Worst lag ever, mister. Let me look it up. I'm going to go play the stream, okay? Mister, what? We're back? Are we back? I think we're back. Bad timing, huh? We're back? Are we back? I think we're back. Mister's losing the stream because he's talking about the happy flag. I feel like that's true. Do you notice the stream tends to happen just around that time? Or the stream lag tends to happen around that time. All right. Wait. Are we back? Oh, man. I can see the connection is jumping up and down. There's nothing I can do. I can just wait it out. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I already reset my phone before we went live. Look at that. What bit rate do you have it to? Here we are. All right. You ready? It's literally every single time. Perfect timing, Mr. T. Here's Saz. Here we go. And here's Rickard. All right. No more gay talk, no more lag. Exactly. YouTube throttling our connection on purpose. Look at that. Ooh. All right, beautiful, man. Who's still here? Is anyone still here? It seems to be clearing up, guys. I've streamed for many years, and even when I stream directly from my laptop with a landline connection, sometimes the stream went down. We do seem to have a lot of burps like this, though, and we're getting an Ethernet cable and a adapter for the iPhone so that it should, in the future, just have a direct landline to the router from now on. So hopefully that's going to improve it a little bit, because that should be better than Wi-Fi, right? All right. What do we need? We need a Cool Kid card. I do have it on the default rate, Mike side. I'm here for the crazy pull. What's up, Jeff? Look at this, Jeff. Beautiful. Jeff Leon pulls the Iona. Does anyone know how much this card is going for? Let's look it up. All right. Give me a second. It's 071 SAR. Oh, it's Iono. Okay, Iono. I'll check sold, okay? Pokemon, SAR, Iono, Japanese, maybe? Well, definitely the price has gone down a bit on this card. It says on May 29th. Is it Star Iona? It says on May 29th it sold for $950. That's a sold price. That's still not bad. That's $1,000, Mr. Jeff. Look at that. $1,000 card. How do you feel about that? All right. Did you know Pikachu's gay? Jeff Leon. Okay. And this will be 5, 30, 23. Cool, man. You guys want to see something that's real neat? Give me a second here. I gotta find Jeff Leon stuff first. Here it is. Pikachu discovers its sexuality in the new series. Oh my god, dude. There we go. I have one in the box. Oh, right. So that was exactly what I was about to show everybody. Give me a second. Mr. Mime is now Mrs. Mime. Actually, that'd be really cool if there was a Mrs. Mime. There we go. Check this out, everybody. Back last month, Jeff managed to pull the other one, too. This is the regular SR. There you go. Wow. How about that, Mike Side? What a nice clip. Beautiful! Woohoo! Hopefully not too laggy. Okay, let's see. This is going to be a 1. Jeff pulls Iono. What do you think about the trade offer? Says Mr. Athim. How's it going, Mr. Athim? I'm going to have to turn the trade down now. For now, I think that I'd like to hold on to the Azure Lane boxes, okay? We are. Here's part of the problem, Hathim. I'm really not supposed to sell my own slab. That's the problem. Now, what I could do is I could take the card and send it off to grade and then sell it much later. But I'm not confident in those really expensive Japanese slabs from the Eevee Heroes collection. I don't know how well they do here on my channel. This is normally where I sell. All right. Awesome, man. Congratulations. That's going in the Cool Kids box. Let's get some more slabs up here. Let's see. Here's Shiftry. Pelipper. Trico, huh? I feel like Trico had already been priced. $250, so Trico's a $250 card. The Ionosaur is super hard to pull in English, too. Nice. Yeah, that's a great pull, man. That was one good quality about Scarlet Violet. There were a lot of trainers that I thought were going to be very popular. A lot of cute girl trainers. Lost almost 40 viewers because of the lag. Are we fine now? It looks like we're fine now. Is that right? Sometimes you get lag, guys. I don't know what to say. That's just how streaming goes. You guys kind of making a bigger deal out of it than I think was necessary. There we go. Sometimes we stream for very long periods and there's no lag at all. It's not like I changed any settings. They were exact same settings that I have now. It's just sometimes the internet's not as good. I got Spectrum. I got their best package and it just kind of seems a little stinky. I think that the internet we had at the other house might have been a little bit better. I see Jose has been smoking the shrooms. All right, let's keep going. So next up we have Jonathan Emmons for Star Wars Weiss. You got it, man. Mr. Jonathan. You got it. They don't go back and give older Pokemon forms that make sense. Like Mrs. Mime or Baby Kangaskhan. Booby Machamp. What? Booby Machamp, huh? Give me a second here. Pulling a Star Wars box forward. Toss this forward. Okay. I see Jose's been smoking the shrooms. Members only. Jose's on that fentanyl. Spectrum went out all the time for me when I had it. Yeah, exactly. I think that Spectrum's kind of a doo-doo company offering mid-tier, low-quality internet service, but that's what we get here. Yeah, I miss Como internet. That's what we had at the other house. Como internet. But look, I mean, we're fine right now. Is it having big lag spikes right now? So it just happens. You get lag spikes. There you go. Shouting about it won't actually improve it. Jonathan Emmons. Just got to wait it out sometimes. Here we are. Okay, and here's Leia. Yoda. What's up, Leon? How's it going, Leon? Here's Chusmaka. Leon. Leia. And Finn. What's the middle one say, Alex? There we go. Precursive maintenance solves everything. Precursive maintenance? You mean preventative? Toss this over here. Jonathan Emmons with the J-O. Jonathan. There we go. Lovely. Pop 11. What's Pop 11? Toss it over there. Oh, this. Delta Species Pelipper. Pop 11. A lot of these Ruby Sapphire era cards are very low pop. Yeah, Pop 11. Bryce Wolf is here. He wants an $11 Nintendo game pack. You got it, man. Okay, here we are. Like smacking the TV remote and then it starts working again. How do you display your slabs in a way that you can still enjoy them, but they are protected? Just like this. We have those PSA display cases, if you'd like one of those. Those are really nice. I have some of my best cards in those. $6 Lugia break. You got it, Mr. Bryce. Welcome back, Bryce. There we go, Bryce Wolf. Here it is. Hey, by the way, let's see how far along the Lugia break is, actually. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm sorry for not answering during my order. I just finished watching it and just want to say thank you. No problem, man. Mister sent me 4 emails. 4 of them! Can confirm the magnetic slabs are nice. Okay, so here's the Nintendo pack. The Lugia break is done. $5 Gloom break. Yes, we have a $5 Gloom mini break. Bryce Wolf is jumping in. Okay. There we go. One old maid Gengar. Okay, we just grab the next one. You got Eevee. Eevee's pretty cute. 3 Pokemon Go Japanese promos. Okay, where are those? Where am I keeping the Japanese Go promos? I might be sold out of those. Am I sold out of those? So we've got these 3 right here. Gosh, I don't think I have any more after that. What is this? Oh, these are the Mario Hanafudas. Throw that away. Well, all right. I'm going to remove the Pokemon Go promos from the menu because I think I finally just sold out of them. Pokemon Go promos. Pokemon Japanese. Where are they? There they are. I'll hit save on that. Woo! The phones are the cloning centers. What? Transformers movies. What? Mike's had such a shill. What? Okay. And 2 battle region. You got it, man. Okay, this one's the battle region. Be careful with this because the other one looks a little bit like battle region. Hey, mister, just wanted to pop in and say I love you. What's up, Alexio? How's it going, Alexio? I appreciate that, man. Put this away, put this away. What's up with the little small army people? Mike says weird go. Okay, ready? Do you have any Pokemon vending series slabs? No, I've had them in the past and I sold them all. All right, we got Mario jumping over the Spinies. Here's Double Dragon and Punch Out. There we go. He works for Mr. True, but Mike's Eye would be honest, wouldn't he? The reason he says that they're nice is because they are nice. There we are, Super Mario. There we go. That's shilling. All right, very nice. Let's see this. Sneep. Got that lovely snipping. Bulbasaur! Oh my god. Charmander. Squirtle. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. We got 2 hollows. And 2 hollows. Nothing crazy on the Pokemon packs. Toss it over there. I'll have to tell blank, then not doing your job, says Alex. What are you saying? What are you talking about, Alex? Bryce Wolf. Bryce. Brandon. Bryce Wolf. All right, lovely. Now, some people are coming back. Yeah, apparently we had a lag spike, and apparently like a bunch of people left during the lag spike. It's crazy how like just maybe like 20 seconds of downtime can lose you so many viewers. Mr. Chris Geyer, he says 1 soccer pack. You got it, man. Reaching way over here. There we go. All right. Sleep. Ready? Here we go. What do we got over here? Mike's side works too hard, says Alex. We got Medi Taremi. Ooh, Mr. Medi. Okay. Here's Felix. Jae Sung Lee from Korea Republic. It's interesting that they call it Korea Republic. These are some weird looking Pokemon. Here's Yunus Musa from the United States. Very good. You know, it's weird. I don't feel like I see a lot of United States players. Here's Svezalan. Noah Okafor. Okafor. There we go. Pedri. Ashton. Ashton. Okay, very nice. And what do we got here? Boom. Oh, what's this? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I gotta sleeve it. I gotta sleeve it. Wow, tonight's a crazy night. You have Abdullah Rahman. I can't say his name. Abdul Rahman. There we go. Abdul Rahman. Garib. And he's 1 of 1. I've never pulled one of these. Look at that. Chris Geyer, you got a 1 of 1. That's cool, man. 1 of 1, everybody. How crazy is that? I have never pulled a 1 of 1 card ever. So this is the first card we ever pulled that was 1 of 1. Wow, man. First Iono and then a 1 of 1 card. Just made bank. Not really expensive, sadly, but cool. I mean, you may be right, but it's going to cost something. 1 of 1 sport cards can be huge money, though, dude. Clip it. That's not Willie. Wow, I did not expect that. 1 of 1. I've never pulled a 1 of 1 card. All right, let's pull Willie tonight. Yeah. If you guys were rich, you could open up all my remaining Disney packs, and then we'd know if we have him. And it's a rookie, definitely valuable. Damn, dude. All right, how cool is that? So, we're going to put his name down. And then we're going to put the date down. 5/30/23. So, Chris, you pulled a card so good that we will store it not in your bag, but in this separate box called the Cool Kid box. It was called Audience Card Grader Pulls, but Cool Kid box makes more sense. When it gets put in there, all you got to do is tell me to ship it out if you want it shipped out. But what's nice is it can never be repoed out of here. And every time we show off the cards in this box, it would show up. So you can leave it there to show off, or you can have it shipped immediately to get it graded. Some people leave their cards here for a little while. Damn, dude. Post that on Shorts and TikTok ASAP, mister. Yeah, that's really cool. Whew. All right. Crazy how... That was just one pack he opened. You never know what's in the next booster pack. So, Chris, I think your bag was getting kind of large, wasn't it? And did I put it somewhere is my question. Did I put it over here? Let's see. If he makes it, that could pay for a house. Basically, what he's explaining is if that player becomes MVP or something, this card shoots way up in value over time. Gotta find his bag. Here it is, Mr. Chris. And I don't think you'll fit here, Chris. I think we need to get you a new storage location. He's not really a good player, though, says Average Player. From Saudi Arabia. Maybe he gets better. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, obviously, if it had been the top player, that would also help. But that's still very cool, and I'm very happy to pull a one-of-one card of anything, to be honest. Lag incoming. The card disappears. Has Ghost of the Past been restocked? No, there's no mail today, right? So it's impossible for it to have been restocked today. Is there no date on your bag? He had a bag with no date on it. Who knows what his value is? He could take a card like that, send it off to PSA to grade, then he could put it up in auction and just see what happens with it. I don't know a lot about sports cards, but yeah, I can tell you I haven't seen a lot of one-of-ones. One of one. That's cool. Okay, let's see. Grab this. On the one-of-one cards from that set, I think he means to say one of the one-of-one cards from that set selling for $47,000 raw. He's from Saudi Arabia. They got that oil money. Just need one big buyer. That's a very good point. DP Fitness points out that Saudi Arabia, some of the people there are quite wealthy. And so if they're collecting all of the one-of-one players from that country, from their own country, they might pay big money for this. That's very cool, man. We can see it's off-centered, though, from the back. Do you see that? Off-centered to the left. Really nice. Cool, man. That is so cool. I'm going to leave this up here for a little while longer. Luka Modric, one-of-one, is the $47,000 card. $30,000 FIFA card. His out of 10 sold for $55. For just an okay player, you could bake in a 5 times on that. Okay, so you're saying maybe it's like a $250 card. I mean, that's still great. That is a good flip if that's true. And you never know. But let me go ahead and tell Mike's side we got a one-of-one pull at the 118 mark. Whew, wow. Those are going to make for great shorts. Once again, he is a rookie. This is clearly a hold card. Don't sell it yet, says DP Fitness. Because basically DP Fitness is saying if Saudi Arabia has a really good year and maybe that player has a really, really good year, he is going to shoot up in value. Okay, we have an order from Richard Vidal. 1 box of Cyberstorm Access. You got it, man. All right, Cyberstorm. Cool. Yeah, we got a lot of Cyberstorm Access. I did an analysis on these cards, and there's good money to make from these. Ukinil says, maybe next World Cup, this guy becomes huge. All right, you ready? Luca's a top player, says Edwin. Mister, trade him the Nintendo tattoo box for it. Oh. It has a value. We don't know what it is, but it has some kind of value. So in theory, there is a trade that makes sense. There we go. I wouldn't sell it for 200 to 300. I'd gamble on him having a big future. That kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? There we go. All right. Damn, dude, that is so cool. Chris must be excited. Just auto grade since it can't be a 10. Authenticate grade, is that what you mean? There we go. Snip this. Man, that is freaking cool. Sometimes rookies take time to develop and they become superstars. Worth a hold. Yeah, that is cool, man. We've had a great night so far tonight. We see a lot of cool cards. Sneak. Sell it to Mister for 600. We having a fire night. Apparently, yeah, we're having a great night so far. Sneak. It's not even been a busy night. It's not like there's a ton of orders. So we're just opening a couple packs and getting some great hits out of them. Sneak. And we only have 130 people watching at the moment, too. Let's pull a Starlight. Keep the fire train going. We could. It's fresh Cyberstorm access. You never know. Never know when the hit comes out. Is that an SV49 break? No, there's no SV49 break. Would you like one? We could do one in the future. That'd probably be popular. I'm surprised the Lugia is not done yet. We got one person jumped in the Lugia today. Lugia's got like 20 spots left or something like that. Do I need to be checking the last spot in these packs for anything? Here's Manadium Fearless. Manadium? Mister, what a card pull you would offer to buy right away. Let's say you open up some sort of vintage pack and pulled a card that I actually wanted. I would offer to trade for that. There's occasionally, it's pretty rare, but there's occasionally a card that I'm willing to trade for. Oh, here was a great example. Jennifer Yap pulled a nice Cloud, and I do collect a little bit of Final Fantasy because I think that set could go up in value over time, become more popular. And so that was one that I was open-minded to a trade on. Or I don't know, I suppose I could buy it too, but here we are. We got Gold Pride, but that would be one that I could remember recently. Of course, I'm open-minded to any trade if you're just wanting to cash out quickly and you want to give me a favorable trade. So I'm always looking to have new inventory. So if you're just wanting to give me inventory. Non-Hollow Dragonite. I think they're the same like every Yu-Gi-Oh! Nothing special. S-Force. Oh, mister, what's up, man? How's it going, Jesse? Hey, Jesse Ransom, check this out. We pulled a 1 of 1 card tonight. Check that out. 1 of 1. So if I pull a sexy pink Chansey, would you want it? Oh, yeah. Give me that sexy pink Chansey. Okay, let's get Taller Knight. Pokemon Emerald will live underwater. Here's Cynet Rollback. Who pulled that? Chris Geyer. There we go. Chris was the same guy who opened up a case of Final Fantasy. He's been opening up the sports cards, the soccer cards, and he just got a 1 of 1 rookie card. Very cool. Baromet, the Sacred Sheep Shrub. That's hard to say. Sheep Shrub. Hard to catch a stream nowadays with my new schedule. Well, I'm glad you stopped in and said hi. Yeah, we're up pretty late. It's 1:22 a.m. Here we are. We've got Ice Jade Ran. Guiding Quem, the Virtuous. Quem? Okay, Guiding Quem. Super Heavy Samurai Commander. Kitty Tail. Mystical Beast of the Forest. And the Bistral Aluber. Lube. Alright, that's it. No Starlight Rare in that box. Put that away. It's only 11:22 for me. The Starlight Gilding Lady is the big hit. So you're saying if this had been a Starlight Rare, he'd be making bank right now. That's cool. The Hour of the Pokemon Vampires. His second favorite was Dragonite. Guiding Lady is $30. Starlights are clean AF. There you go. That's for Richard Vidal. Okay, Mr. Richard, let's see if we can find that bag. Aha, here you are. Well, now you got a really, really full bag. As a kid, did you have a crush on any cartoons? Well, I did think Misty was cute when I was a kid. You know, back in the 90s, girl characters were always... You gotta remember, back in the 90s, things were really, really, really not so sexualized. I mean, girls didn't even wear short shorts back then. And so Misty had short shorts and her belly button was showing. And so that was kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of lewd. For that time period, that was kind of lewd. Belly button showing? Like, what? There you go. And then what Disney did, like Kim Possible. There you go. Misty, Kim Possible. I can't really think of a lot, to be honest. Here we go. Little Mermaid. Seeing a pattern, they're all redheaded. That's why we need to make all of the live action actors black. Get rid of all the redheads. Those suspenders. I know they could barely, they were straining, man. Suspenders about to break. Tiago Francisco. Can you not ship then? And with the $9, go to the mini slab break. Also, 5 more Scarlet Violet and 3 Lost Origin. The mini slab break. Well, the mini slab break's only $5. Let's jump in there. You heard the Scuttlebutt hit song from the new Mermaid movie? I've not. All these girls have nice tummies. Yeah, actually, now that you think about it, Misty showed off her stomach. Kim Possible showed off her stomach. Little Mermaid showed off her stomach. Oh, man, it's all starting to make sense now. Okay, Mr. Tiago, I'll cancel your label, okay? There we go. Ta-da! What about that Scuttlebutt song? Mr. Got tummy fetish. See, why even call it a tummy fetish, though? It's not a fetish. It's just a part of your body that I notice. You know, I go, oh, that looks good looking. Here we go, 6.23. I was in love with Dexter's sister, Dee Dee, from Dexter's Laboratory. Huh. Dee Dee. Of course, I didn't have Cartoon Network growing up. We had public television. Here we go, Tiago. Tiago. And, here we are. So you would go over here. Now, but wait a second. You also wanted 5 more Scarlet and 3 Lost Origin. Okay, let's get it open. Why doesn't Pokemon make plus-size trainers? Because maybe the creators in Japan, none of them are out of shape. They're all pretty thin. There you go. Okay, 3 Lost Origin. It's not normal over there to be obese in Japan. It's really rare, apparently. I think South Korea has the lowest obesity rates. Don't they have it? It's like 2%. 2% of their population is considered obese. Dark Magician Girl tops them all. Obesity is beautiful, says A. Perez. Okay, here we are. How's it going, Pokeboss? I don't know. There's some fat Koreans. What's your favorite set, mister? Mine is Call of Legends. My favorite set? I don't have a favorite set. Okay. There is a fat student trainer in Scarlet Violet. What do we got here? Shuck! You got a Jacques, and it's got the 2 golden stars down there. Nice, man. All right. Also got Toxicroak behind that. Every time I go to Universal with my pass, I always see a fat guy or girl kicked off the ride because they can't fit. I feel so bad. Whoa, that's a thing? That's crazy. That's a sign, man. If you get kicked off a ride because you're too fat, that is a sign. Time to hit the gym. Time to go on a walk. There we go. Grimer, Professor's Research. Would you sleep with Rosie O'Donnell for $100,000? It's a lot of money, guys. And it's just one night. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of whoring myself out right now, doing work every day. Doesn't every person kind of whore their body out when they work at a business or a job? Maybe you can just whore yourself out in a grosser way, but it pays very well, right? That's the essence of prostitution. So now you understand that blank is too thick for that ride. That Kim guy is fat. From North Korea. Yeah, Kim could lose a few pounds. He's a little chub. I'd pull all her hair out. What? There we go. I mean, $100,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. There's people who could turn that kind of money down. Rich people. I'm not. in that group of super rich people. I don't know if I could turn that money down. Theo, I don't think there's enough room. Here's a Theo Lang bag. It's pretty old. Okay, so I guess Theo Lang bag can go on the table for now. Dude, we are so out of room on this table. It's ridiculous. Here we go. We got a tea overflow. We're sending Theo Lang to the tea overflow. Very good. I live in the multiverse. Baby rocks, punch her in back head and yell donkey. There's nothing shameful about being a hoe. Is Neo 4 guaranteed hollow? It is. So the new pack break is $87 per card, and it is Neo Destiny, Japanese Neo Destiny. Every pack comes with a holographic card. If it's a pack with a shiny Charizard in it, there'll be 2 holographics. The shiny and the regular holo hit. Did you cook anything for Memorial Day? We went out and got some fast food today. We didn't cook anything. Yeah, Memorial Day kind of reminds us that, man, we do not have a lot of family. We don't have kids. Her parents are in St. Louis, but they don't really do anything anyways. You know, when the holidays come around, they're not very good at, like, organizing events. Actually, I've been married to her and with her for, like, 10 years. They've never organized an event, like, even one time. So they're not like, come over to our place and we'll do barbecue, or we'll come to you, or anything like that. They don't do that. So yeah, we were kind of bored on Memorial Day weekend. It's a bad feeling because you're aware that some of your neighbors have like these great families and they all put together some event and they're all shooting off fireworks. We don't do that. So it's kind of a bummer. And we need more friends out here in Lake of the Ozark. But, you know, it's an odd thing. Dusclops. Chris Geyer, I'm putting you in the cool kit box now. There we go. So, let's see what you guys are saying. Did you do anything for Memorial Day? I had white people cuisine. Easy way to 50K is sleep with 1,000 fat chicks. Pulled a steamboat yet? Not yet. Afternoon, mister. Greetings from Malaysia. Mister in chat, my friend posted a video of him at an LGBTQ event waving pride flags. I've thought of him my whole life as straight. What do you think? Weird for a straight guy to go do that? Evan Shea, if you want to go hang out with them at a gay bar, go for it, man. Otherwise, share a glass of white wine. Hell yeah. I work TCC, says Snorlax. Why, you know, Mike, that how I felt before I had kids, but oof, now I'm a fat house cat, but skinny. Mister's family is here. Worked all day, every day. Invite John over, treat him like extended family, then tell him to leave after dinner. Get out of here. See, money don't buy happiness, mister. I think in order to invite John over, we got to invite more than one person over, I think, because it's just me and my wife, and we're, like, real close. So it'd just be me and my wife, like, being close with each other, and then John kind of, like, by himself, like a third wheel. And I think that it's fun sometimes, but I think that could probably be, like, awkward for him. You know what I mean? I need to take him out, just me and him as guys. That's what I actually need to do. So Tara stays here, and I take him out, and we just hang out as guys. That would work very well. But then my wife would be very, very lonely and probably upset. So let's see. Because she is dealing with loneliness. Your father was in the war. I feel like Steamboat Willie is a sexual position. Is Mr. ready to tuck yet? I just did my shopping at Target. Mr. John needs to get a wife, then it works. If he had like a girlfriend or even just like a buddy friend, like a dude, that would work a little better because it evens things out. Because if me and Karis, you know, kind of talk or kind of move to the corner to do our own thing, John still got somebody to hang out with. That you see what I'm saying? Awkward dinners, the true family experience. It would have worked, mister. John likes to watch. Bromance is very cute. What happened to that random guy in your neighborhood? The guy who I think was probably a thief. I haven't seen him again. Just another sign he didn't belong there. Calameros Holdings. 3 unbroken bonds. Ooh, these are fun to open. You ready? All right. 3 unbroken bonds. Do you have One Piece trading cards? Yes. You can check our menu. We got One Piece trading cards. We got the new set on the way, okay? There's a new set, and it's on the way. Okay, there we go. Those 3 there. You should get a Ring camera. We do have a Ring camera. There we go. These are always messed up. Yeah, you can tell down there. There we go. Toss it over there. All right. Kingdom of Intrigue. Some good hits in it. There we go. Yes, we'll have Kingdom of Intrigue as soon as possible. All right, what do we got here? Dedenne, very nice. Back in the day, this was like a $40 pull. Did you know that? Because it was used in all of the decks. So that would sell on eBay for $40. Here's Carvana. And Triple Acceleration Energy. I don't think you could get him to sell for that much again. Because I think that nowadays, there's Pokemon cards are so well printed, you never have to worry about obtaining the cards. All right, cool, man. Mister, why didn't you say Sneep? Sneep. We could watch you sleep and be creepy. We get the promo if we buy 3 Unbroken Bonds. No, that's not guaranteed. I'm just tossing it in because I like Calamaros. I'm actually supposed to take that and put that in the PokeBRUH. PokeBRUH. It's a bonus. There we go. There we go. Very nice. All right, good. You know, despite having a smaller audience tonight, we've got plenty of orders. So you guys are pretty active. Christian Garcia says, can I get an express grade on the We Cross promo and 1 V-Star universe? Okay. There is a 4K Uncanny Valley white beard in the set. The etching outline on the realistic face is horrifying. Oh, cool, man. There you go. But we are buddies, right, mister? We're best buds. Here, you want to share a Bud Light? Okay, here's Electrode. Always having a sip of Bud with my buds. I gotta sneeze, man. Just sharing a little COVID. So Christian Garcia with a promo. Let's grab that. Man-made horrors beyond human comprehension. Oh man, I feel another sneeze coming on. Yuzuki Zero. Yuzuki. Can't read their names, man. Bless you, bless you. Whoa, oh my god, there's a bug. Stupid freaking bugs, dude. Dude, I hate bugs, man. Get out of here. Nasty. Bugs are nasty. Alright, that's Christian Garcia. Use the towel card to wipe your nose. No. I do not want to know the fate of some of these cards. Because I don't think everyone's going to grade them. I think some people are going to do other things with them. I mean, look at this card in particular. She's like, no! Don't do the thing you're about to do. That or she's waving. By the way, what's behind her? Like lava? Were they taking like a lava bath? Is this like some sort of sacrifice? Because that looks like lava. That does not look like water. Okay. Christian Garcia Express. I used to dance under the name Lava Bath. All right, who's next? Octavio Melendres, 5-dimensional phase. How's it going, Octavio? Can you put rarest Pokemon card in a binder for somebody that wants to buy the binder? Hold on. What do you mean by that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dimensional Phase is one of the best Digimon sets. I did an analysis on all of the prices. Is Card Party a big convention? It's so big. It's huge. Push her in. Neep. Neep. It's an onsen, mister. AKA a big spa room where anime girls compare boobs. A what? Okay, here we go. We need to host the first annual Lake of the Ozarks card festival. What do you guys think? Here's Seraphim. That's pretty cool. What is that? That's an SR Seraphim? Huh. That's a nice looking card. Mostly for children and people who love PokeTubers. What does that mean? Are you planning on getting a table at the next big Pokemon event? No. Why would I do that and not just stream here? I have no overhead cost. I have an audience that expects me every single day. I'm pretty sure if I hosted at that event, I would almost guaranteed lose money. Hosting an event would be a big money loss. No point. I could be wrong. Crack convention, shard party, same weekend. But you know, if I was the host of the event and I could just give myself a table for the cost of the event itself, which I think we would have to charge a ticket price to try and bring down, I'd probably show up to that. Plus the fact that it's just down the road from where I live, so there's no plane ticket or no car ticket, no car, no gas tanks. There we go. Beanie Weenie in the house, mister. Beanie Weenie. All right, so Octavio, your bag's up here, perhaps? Ugh. That is so hard to reach. All right, lovely. What is this music, dude? Relaxing Nintendo music with soft rain. It's a little Kirby. 5 hours nostalgic Pokemon music. Okay, who's next? Roger Gray. $50 tore my slab away. Okay, Roger Gray. There we go, Mr. Roger. Francisco Cruz. 2 more spots in the Steam Siege. Here it is, guys. Steam Siege is moving. We want to open the whole box together. Don't you guys want to see that? Jump on in. There goes Francisco Cruz. Remember, 18 is actually the halfway point, so we're 3 spots away from halfway full. Not bad. Steam Boat Willie Siege. My grandma has a shirt with the cucumber graphic, and it says long and hard. What is she implying? She likes really fresh cucumber. Okay, let's see. We're going to add a few cards to the table. Let's see what we got. Pristine 10 Buzel. What a nice card. So this is a vintage Japanese card from 2009. It's a common uncommon. There we are. Cucumber slices in water is refreshing. Eggplant is not a cucumber. What? Okay, we're going to do $60 on that. That might be a good mini break. Okay. Next up, we have 2005 Tauros Hollow from Pop Series 2. Ooh, very fascinating. All right, I'm going to go look the price up on this. He only graded 8, though. So 2005 Tauros Pop Series. I like this song. This is a cool song. Oh, this guy's very cheap, actually. $600 Charizard. Okay. Next up, we have Virizion 9 from Plasma Blast. Let's take a look at that. Okay. So the price on this lovely card is $70. Can you do live for 12 hours on YouTube? It really doesn't make sense to go live for that long because YouTube doesn't upload the video after 11 hours, I think. That's a PSA 10 Neo Discovery First Edition Magnemite. That's a pretty collectible WotC card. Okay, the price on this has not changed at all. I won a Charizard Slab break the other night. Very awesome, thanks. Congratulations, man. Wow, that song's really cool. Okay, there we go. Magnemite First Edition 10. Wilbur Viato, 3 Disney 100. You ready? All right. Got 1, 2. I bought Ancient Origins box today, mister. An Ancient Origins box. That's really expensive. Did you know I used to buy those boxes for $400 a piece last year? Was it last year or was it 2 years ago? I can't remember anymore. Aren't they over like $1,000 now for one box? They're crazy expensive. One Azure Lane, so give me a minute. All right, I'm here. Whatever happened to shake and bake? Used to be big in 90s on chicken. First you shake it, then you bake it. Shake and bake. Crazy how Team Up is a $1,000 box now. It doesn't even make sense. Like, many of the slabs are not that expensive. Makes no sense to me. Okay. Boom. First you shake it, and then you bake it. Shake and bake. I just used panko breadcrumbs. You know what I had for dinner today? I had fried jumbo shrimp. Fried and battered jumbo shrimp. So good. And there was some of that red sauce. What do they call that? Not tartar sauce. What's the name of the red sauce? I don't remember. So good with shrimp. Nice, crunchy, crispy shrimp. That was my dinner. It was really yummy. Here's this lady. Cocktail. I was going to say caviar, but I know that's not right. Caviar is the little fish eggs. Cocktail sauce. How could I forget that? It's got cock right in the name. Whoa, look at that. Sexy ladies, man. Ketchup. Yeah, it's like ketchup with horseradish, basically. Horseradish, and it tastes like maybe horseradish and lemon. Do you have a complete set? Pokemon card graded 10. No, I don't really work on complete sets of anything. I have a different strategy. I just tend to go after whichever card I like the most. Okay, so I tend to just go exactly to my favorite Pokemon. Wilbur Viato. Wilbur with the W, huh? You're over here. My brain's thinking about which box. What's the goodest Charizard slab you have for sale at the moment? I do have a Charizard for sale. You might be interested in it. Somebody was not able to finish their slab away on it, so that's why it's on the table. And it's not even at the forefront of the table, so who knows how long it'll last. This 6.5 Charizard base set. Also, we have a little pack break going, so that's a small, cheap pack break. In this pack break, one guy gets the whole pack. It's $5 to get in. There are 5 spots. 3 of the spots are already filled. It's almost over. There you go. But yes, we have an original base set 1996 Charizard. $300. Not bad. Okay, Grant Kwan, 3 Disney. Remember, these prices are based off of cheapest buy now prices. 3 Disney. Mr. collects exclusively giant worm cards. Oh, yes. Crab, eggs. Thank you for being here every night. I appreciate the great content. No problem, Tony. Thank you guys for being here. I'm lucky to have you guys hanging out. And we're having fun conversations. Sometimes we talk about controversial things. But best of all, we get to open a lot of cards and enjoy opening a lot of cards. Here we go. What did the Attorney General say? He said one of the biggest pandemics in America is actually loneliness. So it's nice to have the ability to sit down and just talk about whatever's on your mind. Here we are. So that's nice. I'm not even kidding. They said that was, let me look it up. I'm pretty sure they claimed it was a pandemic. Hold on. Epidemic of loneliness and isolation. There you go. New Surgeon General advisory raises alarm about the devastating impact of the epidemic of loneliness and isolation in the United States. Surgeon General, Attorney General, I'm a goof. Surgeon General Dr. Vivek Murthy calls for action to address a public health crisis, lays out a framework for a national strategy to advance social connection. Wow. There's also a list of the things he thinks will be health problems as a result of loneliness. And it's not just anxiety and depression. There's physiological changes your body undergoes for being too lonely. And I think I was listening to it. He says your immune system suffers and your adrenaline actually puts out more cortisol because of loneliness. So your immune system is suppressed and cortisol actually ages you. And then on top of that, you have depression, anxiety. So apparently loneliness is a health problem. So, you know, I like to think that when we're hanging out, at least there's a little bit of social interaction, especially so late at night. You're not out anyways. You're not going outside anywhere. So this is a nice way to just sort of relax and talk to people. Grant Kwan. Of course, he actually mentions that cell phones are part of the problem of why we're so lonely, because everyone prefers to only be on their cell phone. So keep that in mind, guys. You need some face-to-face interaction. All right, let's see. Mr. Grant, where am I going to find your bag? I have a bag. That's why we need to host a Pokemon card get-together, too, on top of this. So, sometimes gay interaction, says Alex. You guys can come over. We can sip some Bud Light. We can go shopping at Target. Maybe if I wasn't so fat and ugly with the small pee-pee. The sun is good for mental health. They say vitamins. Yeah, well, we've been doing this morning walk, and I can tell you right now, it feels great. My wife says she definitely wants to go on it again. She enjoyed it, too. Pokemon Cookout. A Pokemon Cookout. I don't know if I could do that with a really large audience. I think that would be a security risk. 10 people, maybe? I would say 10 people max. But if there was like 20, 30, or 40 people here, I just couldn't watch everyone. So it couldn't be hosted at my home. That would have to be hosted at some kind of convention-style hotel room or something like that, or hotel conference room. So, which they have out here, so I could rent one if I wanted to, and then I'd have to charge you a ticket to come in to pay for the conference room. I'm an alcoholic, so I would need 12 beers. I'll bring the drugs. You get euphoria after and feel accomplished. Touch grass with your feet, touch butt with your face. Mister needs to buy a smoker and get the health benefits of smoking wheat meat. Jeff Leon says 1 Lugia break. You got it, man. All right, Jeff, you're having a pretty good day. Jeff, you know, a lot of people were opening that clay burst. You did get lucky on that. You weren't like just scraping through and picking out a hit out of the box. A lot of people open clay burst, so you're a very lucky boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 out of 36. That means 20 spots remain. Same with the weightlifting. Would you buy a first edition Charizard graded 10 if someone wanted to buy it from you? Oh, I see what you're saying. So somebody's wanting to buy a first edition Charizard from me. You're going to have me utilize the purchase. That's a lot of money. I think I could do it in theory. I think I could apply for a bank loan to do something like that. But I don't know. Yeah, that's a weird one, man. It would be neat to have it pass through my hands, I guess. My dancer name is Pound Cake. Do you guys like any of the new emojis? Now that we've been through about 2 hours of the stream, give me some feedback. Which emoji do you like? Any of the new emojis, any fun? So, Jeff, you need a From Nightmares and 2 Rascal. You got it? I really got to put the From Nightmares closer by because you guys open a lot of this. I want 7 different types. Okay, we'll put this back. 2 Rascals. Oh, you're going to pull a signature out of the Rascals next is what you're going to do. That's what's going to happen if you keep opening these. I'm pissed. Where's the I'm pissed emoji? I'm pissed. I was looking into I'm pissed emojis because I didn't like the one we had. So, but I didn't find one that I loved. Remove this, open harder. This is literally me, says A. Perez, members only. Open harder, Spankies, members only. I missed the pissed emoji. If I won the lottery, I would buy your store out. Mr. When's your birthday? April. So my birthday just occurred. My wife's birthday was in May. She just turned 28 and she's feeling old. Open harder. Also, simple emoji. When hit the like button. Here we go. What do we got? Oh, you got the putting on her tights card, which is kind of a sensual card if you think about it, like a girl putting on her tights. All right, so that is a full art. That's an edged card you just pulled. Probably one of the better edged cards from the set, if I had to guess. Okay, that's all the girls from this. She's a granny. Yeah, she's feeling older. You know, you get older, your face changes, your body, you know, doesn't look as sexy and young as when you were 18. That's a whole 10 years from when you were 18. And she looks great, by the way. She looks really good at 28. But, you know, it's scary. You just get older every year. I think it's tough. I think probably everyone goes through this, but I think it's hard on women a lot because I think for guys, at least we can kind of lean on our accomplishments. When we turn fat and ugly, we'd be like, all right, I'm a fat, ugly guy with no hair, but look at all this stuff I did, you know, and I don't think that works as well for women because guys generally don't want to hear your accomplishments. You know what I mean? So maybe amongst women it works well. Jeff Leon, Mr. Jeff. Women get judged on their looks a lot, and I think that's men get judged on their looks too, but I'm just saying it's tough on women in that regard. Now I'm old and wrinkly and rough. Granny Tranny with the 12-inch banana. Older the berry, sweeter the juice. I had very baby soft skin, says Cardboard. How old were you when you met Quip? So we have a 6-year difference. She was 18 and I was 24. I was 24, sending myself to college, completely alone. 28, still a baby. Yeah, I know. She knows. She knows and I know. It's just that, you know, you're sort of leaving your 20s. And I think the 20s is a really especially good time for girls is to be in your 20s. I think she regrets working so much. Sun Van Fan, 1 Disney box. Damn, man, you got a lot of money for this. You ready? Sun Fan, 1 box of Disney. Do you have first ever made Final Fantasy booster box? I don't have one available for sale, but I do, yes. I have individual booster packs if you'd like. I'll probably have a booster box for sale in the future because I have a guy making a deal with me right now on those Final Fantasy boxes. So if you're interested in buying a whole box, let me know. But that, you know, that's got to go. That's got to complete first. Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. Sun Fan? It's Sun Van Fan now. Sun Von Fan. There we go. Don't you forget. Sneep. Big baller status. Yeah, we want that Steamboat Willie. That card's going for a lot of money. That card's probably going to retain a high value for a long time. That's my suspicion. It just looks too pretty. It looks really good. If this is who I think it is, he already owns a Willy. This is Sunfan. He might be, if he's already got one, he might be digging for a second one, because we haven't pulled one on this channel. All right, here we are. What are those Disney packs? I'm new to TCG. How's it going, Epic Boy? These are Weiss Schwarz Disney packs. They're very popular right now. They're my most popular product on the whole channel. Everyone wants to open them because they contain a card called the Steamboat Willie. We actually have a temporary Steamboat emoji for members that you guys can spam when we're opening up Disney. I personally like a nice black Willie. Okay, you got a stamped Dancing Celebration. Ooh. Just another manic Monday. Whoa, whoa. I wish it was Sunday. I know that one. Do you have the first booster box Disney card? First booster box Disney card? I did not know what you're talking about. What? Steamboat, Steamboat. Here we go. You got the Dalmatians. My wife really likes 100 Dalmatians. That was one of her favorites. Here's Chipmunks. Steamboat, Steamboat. Cinderella, Peter Pan, Lilo and Stitch. Okay, there's Luke. Aladdin. There's Steamboat Willie himself, holographic. We treat that as a hit pull now. If you can get that to grade like Perfect 10 or Black Label, I think that will actually sell for a little bit of money. That guy right there. Minnie with the wink. Do you have first Disney booster box? I don't think so. I have this one. We did it. We pulled Steamboat Willie. We had some great pulls tonight already, guys. If you didn't know, we pulled a SAR Iono, and we pulled a 1-of-1 soccer player rookie card. Two really great pulls came out tonight. We got to pull more, though. Yep, Lion King. How much is Steamboat Willie worth? $5,000, I think. If it grades 10, I think it's like $5K. All right, there it is. So we got Lilo and Stitch, Dalmatians, and your 100 stamp Dancing Celebrations card. Cool, man. Okay, so now we just need your bag, which is right over here. Tax says, what? Yeah, well, if you get a black label on it, it's probably going to go for more than that. Because it's possible to get a black label or perfect 10 on these Weiss cards. It's not like super common, but it's more common than it is with Pokemon. So you get a perfect grade, you're going to get a lot of money. Diego Francisco, 3 Crown Zenith. Okay. I was at my local Walmart. I looked for the Paldea Evolved because I was there shopping for food and little baggies. So I was like, hey, I wonder if they got that Paldea Evolved. They did not, of course. But what fascinated me was that they didn't have almost any Pokemon product, including Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith was sold out. There was none. So I was like, that's a good sign. All right, give me a second. Yep, when the card shops and the Walmarts are out of product, that's usually a sign that I'm going to get plenty of orders. I found some Paldea Evolved. Paldea is at Target. They put it out early. Wow, did Pokemon like give them permission or something? Why is it out early there? I found some at Target. Weird. When does it come out again? I know I've got a big pre-order of it. Is Snorlax in it? I don't know. Toss that away. Toss that away. Throw that away. We want these energy cards. Target had to make room in the back room to store all their prize stuff. Is that why they had to get the Pokemon cards out of the way? That's funny, dude. Throw that over there. And I'll put this over here. Now, let me get this one, too. I'm just getting some Crown Zenith opened ahead of time for future orders. Whatever you do, do not type Steamboat Willie Wang in Google. Apparently some big peepee comes up. So I get the best pull so far. Evil Chew, says Alex. June 9, Paldea Evolved. So that's like next week. Wow, so Target put it out really early. Do they have like a deal or contract with the Pokemon card company that tells them they can do that? That's kind of ridiculous. Oops. I'm doing great on inventory, by the way. They break the rule. Really? Come on now. Here we are. I don't know how I feel about that, man. Throw this over here. Keep one of these nearby. All right, now we're good to go. You ready? So you got your third. Look at all that Crown Zenith. Wouldn't you guys like to just blast through that? See what's in there? Put that away. Okay, Mr. Tiago, good luck, man. Target doesn't stock their own cards. Huh. That's interesting. You're right. It's a vendor, but the vendor didn't stock Walmart early. You guys are saying it's only Target. It's a third-party mistake. Really? Damn, dude. Digging Duo. I'd blast that so hard. I'd blast for hours. Here's Miltank. Ooh. Don't tempt us with a good time. And a reverse hollow psychic energy. Wow, look at this Snorlax. Isn't that cute? That is adorable. Boop. Okay. For Mr. Tiago. With the TI. Tiego's back and he's going ham. Welcome back, Mr. Tiago. Steven Mitz, shipping for my slabs only. You got it, Steven. Are we shipping you the first time? Let's go look up your address, Steven. Let me turn this down. It's a bit loud. Also, I'm going to jump way down here. Okay. Logging in. I liked Mr.'s sarcastic. Damn, dude. Nah, that's no fun. Bareback blaster all day, baby. Put it in my bag. It's in the bulk graveyard now. Hey, mister, did Neo 4 finish? When mister playing Sea Shanty? Neo 4 did not finish. It has not even begun. There's not even one person in there. It's a very scary pack break. It costs a cheap $87 per spot. There's 10 spots. Good luck in there. Whoever jumps in there. Somebody with deep pockets or a hole of money burning a hole in their pocket is going to jump in there. Somebody's going to pull a holographic out of there. And if we're very lucky, we will pull a shiny Pokemon. The last shiny Pokemon we pulled out of one of these packs was shiny Kabutops. So we've done it before. The best card you can pull out of those packs is a shiny Charizard. And if you pull the Japanese shiny Charizard, I think he's a $20,000 card. Let me look him up. That was a while ago. I don't know if he's even for sale. But let me see. Japanese Neo Charizard. So PSA 10, Japanese Neo Charizard. He is going to be pretty expensive. There's not even one for sale. So you can't even find him for sale. And I did see him sell in the past for $20,000. So although it's extremely unlikely, there is a chance that one of those comes out. It comes out of that particular booster pack. Yeah, there's no data. So that's because he's so rare. There's not a lot of the Japanese. So there's more English Neo Charizards graded than Japanese Neo Charizards. That's why the pack's so expensive, because everyone would love to pull one of those. It's kind of just like Rocket Returns. Rocket Returns, people want to pull out the the Gold Star Torchic, correct? And so if you happen to pull that, you would be sitting on like a $30,000 card. So of course the booster pack going to cost more too. All right, Steven Mitz, just for your slabs. I have an address that begins with 6. Okay. Hey, Mister, did Neo 4 finish? Remember when Mister played Sea Shanty? Pre-release shops can sell June 5th. Someone drop almost 1K and enjoy. Oh yeah, Funko, I'll buy the whole pack. That is correct. Yeah, my wife doesn't like it when my rocket returns. Oh my god. Slabs only. There we go. Yeah, those Neo packs are very fun to open. I've opened a couple myself. They're very fascinating because some of the common uncommons from that pack easily go for like over $100. So like if we were to look for, I think Light Jolteon's one of them. Let's look it up. PSA 10 Light Jolteon. That's because their population's like pop 5 basically. Okay, and so if we look for highest priced, let me add Neo to the description. I'll find one for you guys because this is a potential pull out of the pack. There it is. So I found it, and let's see if there's a Japanese one for sale. There it is. So this is the cheapest Japanese one for sale right here. This is Japanese Neo 4 Light Jolteon, $350. Crazy. So there's a light Jolteon. I think there's also a light Vaporeon and a light Flareon. Those are all 3 of them. And they all go for a ton of money. They're all expensive. So those are potential pulls that might still flip you. It might still flip well enough that it's worth your investment, your monies. But I don't know. Don't base your purchase on that. Okay, just assume that you're going to lose money. Steven Mitz, 3 triple beats. We're talking about best case scenarios, okay? And sometimes the market goes up, sometimes the market goes down. And just because a card is for sale doesn't mean that it will sell for that much. It just means that that's your competition. You know, you see what I'm saying? I'll say them for you. What you know about Tree Fitty? Steven Mitz. Woman, I told you not to give that Loch Ness monster no Tree Fitty. How about 250? Okay, I like the Miss Magus. It looks really nice. And Sableye. That's for Steven Mitz. Toss this away. Steven Gutierrez, Spencer Ball, Stephen Knoll, Stephen James, Stephen Wells. Do you need a new bag? Is that what's going on? He must need a new bag. Unless he's on the table. I don't see him on the table. Okay, new bag it is. No, I've been just buying the cards I want, so most are down right now, says Funko. Here we are. All right. I'm not really buying any cards too much right now. I'm actually letting go some of my cards that I really like. But I have a good reason for that. I need a boat. That's my reason. I need a boat. We've got a boat. We don't like it. We're going to sell it back. Probably lose money on it. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. And then we're going to buy a different boat that I do want. And it costs like $30,000. And so that's a lot of money. And so I need to put some money together for that. And then I'll go back to buying Pokemon. And before that, I was paying taxes. So taxes was killing me. So that's where we are. Steamboat Mister. Yeah, I'll be Steamboat Mister. Why is it the fatter I get, the worse I smell? There's a Sea-Doo boat. And it's like a Tri-Toon, but it's really small. It's called a, I'll show it to you. Sea-Doo Switch Compact. All right, I'll show you what it looks like. All right, here it is. So it's got the 3 rails underneath, just like a Tri-Toon does, but it's really small. See how short it is? This is exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for a really small boat that's also pretty stable on the water, because there's a lot of waves out here. They're pretty cool, right? Those are about $30,000. This one says actually $34,000, so that's expensive. Yep. Here's a larger version of the same boat. We don't want that. We specifically want the smallest version possible. And this is it. Because it's just me and my wife. That's it. It's just her and I when we get on the water. So we've got this old Tri-Toon. It's like 20 years old. It's huge. And one of the things I didn't anticipate with the giant Tri-Toons, they're terrible to park. You're like parking a damn barge. They can't go very fast. They don't handle well. To be fair, though, this one doesn't go super fast either. But apparently it feels like it's going fast because it's so small. But I think it gets up to like 35 miles an hour. I hear it's more gas efficient. It's more fuel efficient. That matters a lot with boats because boats are really, they're gas guzzlers. So yeah, we're gonna get one of those. We're gonna sell the other boat. Hopefully we can sell it for about 15 to 20,000. I don't know what it will actually sell for, but if we can sell for that much, then we don't need as much to buy the new boat. And yeah, it's just. Oh, are we back? Are we back? Who's still here? Are we back? We were buffering, guys. How's it going? Don't tell Mister, but God gave him twin girls. Oh no, not girls. I'm just messing with you guys. Only sons, like in Game of Thrones or whatever. All right, so we had a lag spike there. Actually, it's probably, the lag spike's probably associated with me loading that web page, isn't it? Let me close that web page down. So we want that little boat. It will fit a family. It easily fits a family of 5. It has a pretty good, it's compact, but it's still pretty small, right? And it can fit 5 people on there pretty easily. I do have a bag. You just had it out last night. It says Stephen Mitz. Oh, okay, so Stephen Mitz. So what that's telling me, Stephen, is your bag might have been placed on the table, and here it is. Stephen Mitz was placed on the table. Very good. See, it helps to know that. If you don't say you have a bag, I don't know if you have a bag. And I don't like to go on the endless goose hunts. There are goose hunts you go on where you search for a bag for like 5 minutes, and then it turns out it doesn't exist. Girl, he is not cute. Can we get a tour of your place right now? A tour of my place? You could, in theory. Mister wants to carry his babies, not the eggs. Mister, make some friends so you can get a bigger boat. Okay, but here's the problem, ballpark player. In the end, I still want the small boat. You know why? So one of the things you do a lot out here in Lake of the Ozarks is park boats. There's all these cool restaurants that you can like drive up to, and you drive up in your boat and you park in your boat. Well, guess what? It's really expensive to crash your boat into another boat. And all the boats come in different shapes and sizes, so the smaller your boat is, the easier it is to park. And so parking gets really crazy in these places, especially if they're good, they're crowded. And so everything from backing your boat out of the dock to parking it, maneuvering it down these tiny little lanes, all that's going to be way easier in a smaller boat. And that's why I don't want a gigantic Tri-Toon, because the Tri-Toons are so huge. It is probably the easiest boat to crash. And I don't want to, you know, crash some guy's $1 million boat with my Tri-Toon, because that's exactly what will happen. You'll crash into them, and they all have $1 million boats. It's very scary, actually. It's not like crashing cars. A car repairs like $500 to $3,000. You got $1 million boat, and you crash into that. That's very different. Caleb Ibarra, one Steamboat Willie. You got it, Caleb. All right, guys, we're opening Disney. You know what that means. We need a steamboat emoji. Yes, never good when I have to back my boat. Gets messy. Yes, parking with the boat is very different. There's no brakes. There's no brakes. So when you back out, your boat just keeps moving. And the first year we had a Sea-Doo, well, it was a Wave Runner, that's what it's called. I almost crashed it into a boat. It was this close, but I got control of it just in time. And I was lucky not to have crashed because it was a nice boat, and we just nearly crashed into it. And what was I doing? I was pulling out. Not that kind of pulling out, guys. I was pulling out of, what's the name of the restaurant? I was pulling out of a restaurant. It's like two people's names. It's like Lloyd and Harry. That's the name of the restaurant, but that's not the name. I never remember the name of this restaurant. I don't know why it's so hard to remember. But I was pulling out of a restaurant where we had parked, and it's a type of Sea-Doo holder where these wheels push you down into the water. So we just started accelerating backwards from the wheels, and if I hadn't have figured out how close the other boat was to me, we would have slammed right into it. So anyways, I never used the Tri-Tune to park at any restaurants because, well, no, that's not true. There was one restaurant with a really huge parking lot, so you could just drive up to it and there's plenty of space. But there were these other restaurants we could have gone to in the other boat, and we just didn't because I was scared to park. I was like, man, a $30 meal is not worth crashing this boat. You should set up overnight fishing line, basically just hang off your dock, catch fish without doing anything. I did that with my dad when I was younger. We did it on the river, and we would fish overnight, and we would just sleep on the rocks outside with the fire going, and we would catch these massive catfish, like 40-pound catfish, huge, and we had like 100 landlines made out of like this pipe or whatever, PVC pipe or something, flexible plastic pipes and rope, and yeah, we'd catch these gigantic catfish. My dad loved to do that. I hated doing it. I'm just not big on fishing. But, my mom would turn that into fried catfish. That was pretty good. But it's so much work, man. I can just go get fried catfish. Chris Geyer's back. He wants another soccer pack. All right, you got it, man. Hopefully a signature. I don't know if the 1-of-1 card replaces a signature. I don't know if that's how it works. Chris just pulled this tonight, guys. 1-of-1. And he says, I'm going back in. All right, you got it, man. I don't know if that replaces a signature, but it might, but it might not. But that is a very nice pull. And let's see what else we can pull for you. I'm more of a wait until the fish bites type of guy. The landlines work extremely well, guys. That's why I remember. Because we would set up, we would have a canoe, and it was full of like, okay, not 100. I would say we'd set up about 20 of them, which it's a lot of work. It takes hours to set up that many landlines. And they'd all have like a goldfish on the end of them, still alive, swimming around. That'd be the bait. And we'd set it up in areas that people could not normally reach, because we'd get in a canoe on the Missouri River, and we would canoe around the Missouri River to these really odd places that nobody else could reach. There was no houses. There were no roads to it. They were like islands almost. And we'd set all these landlines down. Then we'd camp on the rocks, and we'd go fishing with regular fishing poles for like the entire night. And then in the morning, we'd climb back into the canoe and check the lines. You got Nico Elvetti from Switzerland. Okay, that's your rare pull this time. Let's see. Cool. All right, that's your rare card. And your other rare card is Korea Republic Hee-chan Hwang. All right, very nice. There we go. Touching fish always sketches me out. Ew, rainbow, says Funko. Wait, what's that? Primal Clash. Here we go. We got Jeremy Doku. Anyways, we did that anytime Dad wanted to catch actual fish, and we would come back with really giant catfish. Really large catfish. We had a catfish that was so large, it looked like it could eat a baby. That's how freaking fat this catfish was. It was humongous. And my dad took very proud pictures next to it, and all of us boys. So he took the fish picture, because guys like to take pictures of the fish they catch. And I remember he taught us how to gut it. He taught us how to fillet it. And I got to fillet fish when I was younger, and it was very messy, and it stunk of dead fish, and there were flies everywhere. But eventually you would get fried catfish, and that was very, very enjoyable. But I realized how much work my mom had to do for that, how much work my dad had to do for the fishing trip, and I'm like, can't we just go to like any fishing market and get like fried catfish for $10? It's like, it's not worth it. It's for the experience of going out and doing all that. But then, I don't know, is it that good of an experience? I just remember it was all this work, and there were fun moments. The fun moments were primarily catching the catfish, pulling the landline out of the water and realizing you got this huge catfish. That was fun. But that was such a fleeting fun for me. I think what happened is this. After you've done it a couple times, you're like, I'm good. You go fishing. I'm staying home. I'm going to go play Zelda Wind Waker. You know what I mean? In my air-conditioned home where there's a bed at night. Because we slept on the rocks. We didn't even have a tent. We just slept on the rocks. It was terribly uncomfortable. And yeah, I didn't love it. I wasn't a fan. Are those your best memories with your dad? They're very fascinating memories. I think he did a good job of taking us on a sort of like experience. Best memories, I wouldn't call those the best memories. Best memories would be like, we went to Six Flags for the first time. That was pretty crazy. Rode all the roller coasters. He was very charismatic during like the holidays. So like Christmas and Thanksgiving were always a big deal to him. He would have his Filipino family over, grandma, aunts, uncles, and they would cook a ton of Filipino dishes. And that was always very exciting. So having relatives over was always better. Actually, I can say anytime we visited relatives or they came over to us was way better, because it's like my parents were no longer violent. All of their terrible behaviors went out the door, because it's like when they're in a public situation, now they're very nice parents. So that was nice. Here it is, Wilbur Viado, One More Disney. Yeah, they needed somebody to keep an eye on them. They were like, when your kid, somebody watches you, some adults need to be watched. 3 more, Azure Lane. You got it. This is for Wilbur Viado. Was the food good? Oh, yeah, that was the point. The food was extremely good. My dad was really into food, and he loved learning cooking, and he loved learning ingredients, and my grandma was a good chef as well. She would cook authentic Filipino food because she's actually from the Filipinos Islands. She's an immigrant here, right? So my grandfather met her in the Navy and brought her over here to America, so she knows all that food, having lived over there. And she has sisters who would visit. I don't know if they're still alive. She's in her 80s now. She's still alive. It's kind of crazy. Here we are. All right, the sexy girls. But she knew how to cook all this stuff. She liked cooking with fish and shrimp paste and all the fun ingredients. And my dad and my aunts and uncles all knew how to cook that way as well. So, anytime that we were all meeting at one of their houses, they'd all cook traditional Filipino food, Filipino dishes. And it was like a whole thing, you know what I mean? It was like an event. The best Filipino dish. I always imagine Dad Conem as being close to the dad from A Christmas Story. No, I had a terrible childhood, by the way, and I've not seen either of my parents in like 17 years. So no, I had an absolutely terrible childhood overall, by the way. Perhaps I make it sound nicer than it is, but it was actually horrifying. Bud Light sponsor. Puto is a good... Oh, is it? Oh my God. Wilbur Viado. Here we are. Members only. Can I have $30? I'm sending you 30 doll hairs. My grandpa used to go fishing and then would throw the fish straight into the freezer. Would open it up and the fish is frozen, half flopping. Used to kill me every time. The fish is saying, "Oh, give me a merciful death. What is this?" What a way to go. Steven Gutierrez, to Dawn of the Legends. All right, let's get it. Mr. Believes Me. Oh, yeah. To Realm of the Gods. Okay, Realm of the Gods. Let's pull you the super expensive chase card from this set. Boop. There we go. And 2 Nintendo game packs. These are very fascinating. If you guys did not know much about these are vintage Topps cards printed in 1989. I believe they're the only Mario cards printed by Topps. And they're very expensive if they grade 10. So if you pull these, open them up, and you're lucky enough to have a PSA 10 in here, you're looking at a card that's no less than $100, and it could go for a couple hundred. All right, let's see what we got. I sold a can of Bud Light today. The guy was only buying it because it was 99 cents for a tall boy. Uh-oh, what's going on with that? Am I having connection problems? What's this? My computer's exploding! Help! Uh-oh. Do you guys hear this? My mouse is frozen. All right, so we were on Steven Gutierrez. I'm hitting the reset on my laptop. Oh, wait. Is it coming back? Oh, it's back. What was that, dude? Oh my god, what was that? Okay. Here's Double Dragon, Super Mario 2. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. The ghost didn't come in the room. And Super Mario Brothers. Bruh. You know, when your computer is running poorly, it actually causes the internet to run poorly with the computer too. I wonder if that can actually disrupt our Wi-Fi at all. We are. That was not normal. She gonna kiss you. We hear and we see you. I hear you and I see you and I'm listening. Sounds like somebody who's been to therapy. Have you guys ever been to relationship therapy? I've never been to it. Who's been to relationship therapy and does it actually work? Let's see. Toss this in here. Super Macho Man. That's what it sounded like downloading blank in the 90s. Yeah, there you go. Nintendo Link. Sounds cringe. I wish it wasn't toe season. I don't like feet. There we go. Where's that music from? Mister, you never fart around, quip. I just don't have to poop very often. I'm not gonna lie, I don't poop too often. She confirmed it in the live stream, by the way. Like right now, I don't have to poop. Just the truth. If you can't talk with them, that's an issue. So, Steven Gutierrez. I watched I told you guys I watch a lot of cops clips on TikTok. And I watched one where the cop shows up to a fast food restaurant. And he walks over to a man and a woman. He says, we got a call for domestic public place for your own protection in an abusive relationship. I'd never seen it before. And she looked scared as she was like white as a ghost because she was so scared. You could tell she was like having a meltdown. And the guy looked like, yeah, somebody who would probably stab you if you did what he, you know, if you were his wife breaking up with him, he'd stab you to death. He did not look like a nice person. He was like, what are you talking about? Once he realized what was going on. The lag is real tonight. 17 years without talking to your parents. Sheesh. What a strange story, says A. Perez. All right, there it is, Steven Gutierrez. Mr. Steven, let's find your bag. We missed the first pack. No! What? The first pack of what? Unfortunately, nothing really crazy came out. The lag saga continues. Lag again? I'm pissed. There you go. We're having some extra lag tonight. I don't know why, guys. I'm sorry about that. Apartment never had lag, says Alex. That's not true. We had lots of lag in the apartment. I actually remember that plenty of times. Here we go. Gloom! It could be an issue with the Wi-Fi. I'll reset the Wi-Fi routers before tomorrow's stream, okay? What's tomorrow's? Tuesday? Visit the home country. When are you going to the Philippines? I don't know. That's a good question. I do not know. It sounds like that would be a nice beach vacation. Get these brakes to the front. It's not really high up on my list, to be honest with you. Maybe that's because I'm living by the water already. I'm already an island boy. She wants you to go to bed. It's the dead lady in the wall. Build Ozarks 2. It's like a discount country, says A. Perez. Yeah, things are more affordable over there, huh? That's cool. Places I want to go in America. I want to go to Hawaii and see how expensive Hawaii is. Because realistically, I could actually move to Hawaii and just remain in America versus like the Philippines if I wanted to live on an island. But I hear Hawaii is crazy expensive. And so that is really disheartening. But Hawaii, I'm interested in seeing Hawaii. Puerto Rico, on the other hand, is also an island. It's a territory, not a state. And apparently it's much more affordable because it's not talked about as much in the U.S. And if I were to move there permanently, I could evade federal taxes. I paid stupid amounts of federal taxes this year, and I would actually love to avoid paying those in the future. So there's a real financial incentive for us to move to Puerto Rico if we ever wanted to. And once again, you would just retain your U.S. citizenship. So you wouldn't need like a new citizenship or anything. If I was to move out of the country, I'd probably move to like Scotland, Ireland, or Britain, one of those three, because I like the UK a lot and I like Ireland. And other than that, I like Austria as well. I think Austria is really neat. Austria and Switzerland. You know why? Because they got those mountains right there, and that's really cool. I also like the fact that they're very small countries. I feel like larger countries, I think smaller countries have a thing going on where they feel like they have to defend their sort of like culture more, because it's such a small country, you could easily lose your culture. Larger countries are more like melting pots. And so if I was moving to Austria, it's because I would want to be with the Austrians in the Austrian culture. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't want them to be changed or anything like that. I would want it to stay the same. Barcelona, I'm going to go to Germany. What about Guam? Hawaii is absurdly expensive. I did tattoos in Maui, Hawaii. I want to retire there one day. You want to see? Just ask John. I'll go back to Hawaii with John. All right. But, Hawaii is just something that I'm interested in seeing. I don't think I would move there. Francisco Cruz, one Disney snipe. I think that places like Hawaii are basically for really rich people to live. If it's got, everything's more expensive over there, and the housing is really expensive, and the taxes are extra high, that's for people who are so rich, they can just live there and they don't care, because they just got all the money they need to live there. That's not me. I'm somebody who's trying to build wealth. And so for me, I'm looking for a discount place to live, like Lake of the Ozarks. Here we are, Pinocchio. Oh, he's so cute. Looking for discount places to live, places that are growing but are otherwise not really heard of. Like Puerto Rico strikes me that way a little bit. Francisco Cruz. Mr. Francisco with an F. Let's see. Everyone gets excited over Hawaii. But we've got this place, Puerto Rico. Nobody really talks about it the same way. Like, why don't you go on a vacation there? They got beaches. Florida, good place to visit. Probably sucks to live. Nah, that can't be true, man. You know why? Because Florida's like number 3. It's either 3 or 4 in the number of billionaires in America living in the different states. So I think Missouri has a single billionaire living here, if I recall. Wait, it might be more than one. But Florida is like number 4 in the country for a number of billionaires. Let me look it up. People make fun of Florida for some reason. So let's see. New York's number 1, by the way. Where the richest live, the cities with the most billionaires in 2022. So number 1 is New York, 107 billionaires. Number 2, Beijing. Number 3, Hong Kong. Number 4, London. Number 5, Shanghai. Number 6, Shenzhen. Moscow, Mumbai, San Francisco, Seoul. So this list was a global list, though. Where do they live in America? Here we go. List of cities by number of billionaires. Oh, well, this is the same thing. It's a global list. States with the most billionaires. Here we go. States with the most billionaires. You ready? Okay, so New York, according to this, Texas is number 1. That can't be accurate, because all the other ones said did they change? Look, so this is Statista.com. They're claiming that Texas has the most. I don't think that's accurate. But here's Florida, and it's in place number 4. So rich people are moving to Florida. The reason that's fascinating is they could move anywhere. They could go anywhere they want, and they choose to go to Florida. That usually means that they like it. They could live in any state that they want. There's no money problem. Here's most billionaires by state, updated by March 2023. All right, I don't know about this list either. This says most billionaires by state, updated March 2023. This has the list different again. So California's number 1, then New York, then Florida, then Texas. I don't know. I don't know how accurate any of that is, but it's fascinating information. Generally, what you see is that Florida is a top 4. If they really hated it, they would just move. They would just move. All right. Because there's no money problem for them. That would not be a reason for them not to move. Okay. We finished Francisco Cruz, correct? So give me a second. Dontrell Davis is here with the $25 slab away payment. That's just the state registered as their permanent residence. No idea how much time they actually spend there, and they most likely own a lot of homes. It's fair. That's a fair point to talk about. Well, maybe what we could do is look at millionaires, because millionaires, that's a little different. Millionaires don't have enough money to own like a home in New York, a home in California, a home in Florida, a home in Texas, because they're only millionaires. So we could look that up as well. Okay, Dontrell Davis, this goes down to 150. Let me check. States with the most millionaires. Ready? So, still the land of opportunities with the greatest number of millionaires and billionaires in the world. Looking at the United States, the same 4 states had the most millionaire residents. New York, California, Texas, Florida. There you go. Once again, the pattern remains the same. Florida is one of those successful states. And I'm not even in Florida, but, you know, it's odd when people try to trash Florida, and it's a number 4. It's doing pretty well, actually. Jonathan Emmons won Disney. You got it, man. Jonathan Emmons. Tax laws. Hey, you know, money goes where it gets treated best. The tax laws are a reason to move to a place or not. So it's not just how nice is it to live there, but like how restrictive are the tax laws. You know, Hawaii is not on that list. Where's Hawaii? Hawaii could be on that list. It's a state. Billionaires and millionaires don't want to live there. That's why. Because it's probably one of the most high tax states. Why lose all your money? So, yeah. It's funny because the more millionaires you have, if they're actually living there, the more money they spend in the local economy. And by the way, they do still pay some taxes. It might be property tax. Maybe you do have a small state tax or something like that. So they do pay taxes. The more of them you lose because of your high state tax, the more income you lose, ironically. So it's like, I like to point this out all the time because my thing that I tell people, you can tax the rich, but when the tax goes too high, there is a sort of like threshold or a balancing or an equilibrium, whatever word you want to use, where you actually collect less revenue because now you've scared away the people you used to collect taxes on. They move away. There is a point. All right, Jonathan Emmons. Can I slab away the Squirtle? You sure can. Dave Charmander goes back all the way to Hawaii. TCC lore expert. Want to hear about Dave Charmander. Google Florida was basically a cocaine money dump and investing. Here we go. Put this over here. I don't know why you guys are so... I don't know why... I'm not saying you guys particularly, but I mean, I don't know why people are so dead set on trying to disparage Florida. I've been to Florida like 4 times. Gorgeous, man. They got some of the nicest beaches in all of America. They actually have tropical beaches the way Mexico kind of has tropical beaches. That's not all over the place in America. It's just in some states. And so they have really well-developed, beautiful beaches, really nice beach homes. I've thought of moving there myself. The only thing that stops me are the hurricanes. So I'm nervous about having all these cards with hurricanes. But Florida was on the list of places to move. They have a very hot and humid summer. Also, they have a lot of crazy drivers, apparently, which doesn't matter to me. I don't drive often. Dylan Greige won Crystal Revenge. You got it, man. Mr. Dylan. I've been there like 4 times. I like Florida. Yeah, if you think about it, Florida is a state with a lot of tourism revenue, and that always gives you an advantage as a state. One spot in the Primal Pack Break. Primal Pack Break. You got it. Primal Clash. Okay, grab this. Yeah, what's the point of disparaging it? It's doing fine. It's in spot number 4 for billionaires and millionaires. It's got gorgeous beaches. People like to retire there. That says a lot. You know, you can retire anywhere if you're wealthy. They choose Florida because it's nice and warm. They got beaches. You just relax. All right, Crystal Revenge. Disney's mad because they aren't their own separate government anymore. I heard about that. I don't fully understand that. What exactly did Disney lose? I know they had like the ability... They were considered like a self-governing space almost, right? But what did they actually lose? Like, are they paying more taxes now? I don't understand exactly what the cost for them is. Let me slab away Squirtle with my current slab. Oh, you mean pair them together? I can't do that, okay? One at a time. The exception I make is when they're supposed to be paired together. So, like, if it was Crystal Guardian Squirtle, Crystal Guardian War Turtle, Crystal Guardian Blastoise, we would do that. Okay, so this is Dylan with a D. I think they never had to pay taxes. Here we are. They had insane tax breaks before. I gotcha. Isn't Disney one of the wealthiest companies in the entire world? I thought that Democrats often want companies to pay their fair share. So really having a company pay its fair share sounds not only like it's non-controversial, but like that's how it should be everywhere. It's not a conservative thing. It's not a Democrat thing. If you are a for-profit company and you're one of the wealthiest companies in the entire world, why wouldn't you just be paying, you know, regular taxes? They're copying me. I want to slap the Squirtle and Blastoise together. Utah State with most, it says. King of Everything has a PokeBRUH blow-up doll. Oh, what? It has to do with the land. What are the... I'm going to look it up. What are the consequences of Disney losing special status? There we go. Okay, so it says... It says it will ultimately result in higher taxes. Is that right? Okay, hold on. Let me see. Oh my God, they all these places want to get rid of the ad blocker. They are special tax district. All right. Yeah, that makes no sense. Why are you a special tax district if you are Disney? Like, just pay your effing taxes like a normal person. Like, hello. That is not surprising at all. They're making billions of dollars of sales on their movies. They can't pay normal taxes in the state of Florida. Yeah, right. Russell A. Or Mr. Russ, it says, hey, TCC, how's it going, sir? Advanced War Buddy. Yeah, we need to play some Advanced Wars for real. 3 General Mills, 1 spot in the Lugia break. All right, this is Russ's order. Here goes. I'm pissed. Cheese wants Bofa. All right, quick cheese. Let's get them bundled together. They want their own building codes separate from the state, too. I say tell them to take a hike, because the idea that, oh, Disney owns Florida as opposed to Florida owns Florida it's totally backwards. If Disney leaves, you got Six Flags or any private institution or group of private institutions can just build a different amusement park. Like Missouri, we don't have Disney World. We got Six Flags, though. Six Flags is awesome. They're building an amusement park out here in Lake of the Ozarks. It's neither Disney World or Six Flags. You think that roller coasters are like exclusive to one company, or you have to put Mickey Mouse on a roller coaster for it to work? No, you could just build a roller coaster. It's just a thing. You know what I mean? It's like saying you have to slap Mickey Mouse on it or else you can't build it. That's not true. So just tell them to take a hike if they don't want to pay taxes and build a different theme park. 3 General Mills, 1 spot in the Lugia break. You got it, man. All right. We don't want to pay taxes like other companies do. That is called an unfair advantage. That's what that is. You get an unfair advantage versus other companies because you happen to be Disney. That doesn't make any sense. You're already the most successful company. All right, let's see what we got. That makes no sense. It's kind of funny because if there's other companies enjoying that status, whether they're Republican or Democrat companies, we should just go end that. It makes no sense. It's anti-capitalism. Giving special conditions to already successful companies? How is anyone supposed to ever compete with you? Whoa, we did it, Russ! Woo! All right. Russ's Galarian Ponyta. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Disney worships Santa. You're funny, Johnson. But no, seriously, so if you're already a super successful company, why are you getting like bonuses from the government? That's anti-capitalism. It's really stupid. I don't like it. That's what Bernie Sanders would call socialism for corporations. Bernie Sanders says that. Corporations don't need socialism. So just pay like normal taxes. And if they threaten to leave, just let them go. Just build some other theme park there. As if the people of Florida won't go to a new theme park. Oh no, it doesn't have Mickey Mouse on it anymore. I'm not going to go. Well, it's like, probably you will. Probably you'll go just so you can ride on a roller coaster. You know what I mean? All right, cool. How long have you been chasing that card, Russ? Russ has been opening up thousands of General Mill packs to get this Galarian Ponyta. You had a great round there, Russ. You know, you had some cold rounds, and now you got 3 hits out of 3 packs, so it all evened out. There you go, Mr. Russ. Wow, double hit each pack. Yeah, that was a hot round, man. Congrats. Pick it. That's right. Your life is complete, Russ. Taven Richardson, 8 Paramount War. All right, so you want the Japanese one, I believe. It would help me if you told me Japanese or English, okay? Can I ZELLE for a Primal Clash spot? You can. It might be already sold out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does anyone know if you bought the last spot already? My Pony. Yes, it is. Universal and SeaWorld are also huge parks in Florida without privileges. Yeah, it makes no sense, does it, guys? I think the problem is DeSantis did it in a highly politicized way, like he was making a statement to Disney to stay out of politics. He shouldn't have even had to do that, but maybe that was like their opportunity to take that status away. Because it's like maybe coming right out of the blue and doing it is also doesn't make sense. I don't know. How can you be one of the most successful corporations and also get non-competitive bonuses from the government in a supposed capitalist system? It makes no sense. Capitalism is competition, and you shouldn't be getting bonused low taxes because I guess you're really big, I guess. It's really crazy. Here we are. Oh, rainbow. All right, so let's see. Such a designation has allowed the theme park to make its own decisions on the planning and permitting process for construction on its property. To levy taxes to... Well, that's fine, too, by the way, as long as every single amusement park gets the same bonus. Okay, if it's only Disney that's getting these bonuses, it makes no sense. To levy taxes to pay for its own fire and medical response services and even to generate some of its own electricity. Yeah, again, so that's fine as long as that's legal for all of the amusement parks to do the same thing. It's a deal from 50 years ago. Yeah, it sounds like maybe you renegotiate the deal. Disney also runs their own municipal services. Yeah, and Disney makes billions and billions of dollars. So it's like they can afford to run their municipal services that they need to support their business, their for-profit business. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's say you're a hotel, and you want to make billions of dollars as a hotel, but you're in an area with bad sewage and bad water. So you build your own water and your own sewage to support your hotel. Do you get a big tax break now? I mean, you needed those things to be profitable anyways. That's your stuff to deal with. So, but I get it. Then they go to the government and say, we'll build all this stuff. Go ahead and give us a tax break. 50 years ago, they said yes. That's a long time ago. It's over now. And if the other amusement parks don't get that benefit, why should Disney? That's not a conservative issue. That's not a liberal issue. That is just fair play, fair competition in an open market. All right, there we are. Taven Richardson. It's just kind of crazy to me because I know Disney's crazy rich. They can definitely afford it. They make a crazy amount of money every year. Can't wait for set 3 One Piece. It was a 56-year-old deal. Only they got it. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, guys. Taven Richardson. Mr. Taven, let's find your bag. Gonna have to pay taxes like every other company now. When we get cards graded with you, does it give some actual grade value? I'd say so, a little bit. So anyone in my group, anyone in my community, I think it has some more value with them because they trust it more. But then also I'd say it does protect your card. But lastly, you know, let's say that you look at a TCCG and it's graded like 8. Well, you're pretty confident that that's not going to grade well, right? And if it says 10 on it, you're pretty confident that that one might cross grade into a 10, right? So that's what I would say. Because people have pointed that out with other pop-up grading companies, small grading companies, like, Well, you know, it's kind of like paying for a preliminary grade. You know what I mean? Like, okay, it passed a 10 with TCCG. Will it pass a 10 with PSA now? You know what I mean? If it gets a 9 with TCCG, you know to avoid that one. Ryan Shapiro going deep. He's going into the Neo break. Ryan Shapiro. Good luck, man. You could be the one. Or you could get a common energy card. A common trainer card. Doot. Walt bought all the properties under several different shell companies in secrecy so the market and state wouldn't catch on to the fact that one company was buying like 50 square miles of land. Yeah, because he didn't want to have to pay a high price for it. That's fair. Clever, man. Because if you're a successful company, why should you, you don't want somebody else to like punish you for trying to build your thing. I don't have anything against that. You know, that's just playing the game. That's a higher skill level, right? And that's what it takes to be a successful company. You got to have skill. But when it comes to all this other stuff, I don't mind them having some kind of special privilege as an amusement park as long as all of the amusement parks get the same privilege. And if they're not going to do it that way, then none of the amusement parks need to have some special privilege. It always needs to be fair between them because that's how competition is supposed to work. Mr. Faisal buys the last Primal Clash spot. Are you guys ready? Mr. Faisal. Ew, the light. Why isn't it in dark mode? There we go. Yeah, you got to be competitive, you know. If somebody knew I wanted to buy a lot of the Simpsons cards, they might suddenly mark up the price of the Simpsons cards. So I would have to study those in secret and not let people know, let people be aware of my interest in them. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. Because some people go, oh, you're interested in it? Well, now it costs more. And, yeah, that's how it is. Thank you for the pony, sir. Now General Mills set is complete. No problem, Russ. You guys like the members only? All right, give me a number, guys. 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Bryce. Antonio. Timothy Miller. That's it. Timothy Miller is going to pull the pack. Let's see what Timothy Miller gets out of there. My pony card. Timothy Miller. I'm interested. Why was DeSantis doing this to Disney? Like, what did they do to piss him off, I wonder? Dynamo, Weedle, Barboach, Honich. Were they getting involved in, like, the local politics? Nido Queen and Del Caddy, huh? All right. This was not a super crazy, super special pack. Just a regular one. Wow, look at that reverse holo, though. Isn't that cool? Looks great. I have them already. They must have been getting involved in, like, the local politics, and he must have said, I'm pissed! He must have not liked that. Imagine having a corporation try to make you lose office. There we go. That must be annoying. He said, wait a second, you guys are trying to kick me out of office. I'm going to take your special tax rights away while I'm still in office. That's pretty dirty, huh? Let's see what we got here. Hitmon Lee from Unseen Forces. You know, maybe if a Democrat wins office in Florida, maybe they give Disney back their designation again. I don't know. So Disney could still do it. I just don't see how that's fair to the other amusement parks, to be honest. Okay, some Dusclops. They are being outspoken about the whole teaching elementary kids about sexual things. Dude, I learned sex from my dad, and he's just like, I have sex with your mom, and that's where you come from. And that was it. I didn't need to know anything about cutting off my pee-pee, or maybe I'm the wrong gender, maybe I'm born in the wrong body. I didn't have any of those ideas put in my head. And I don't know. I feel like I'm happy for that. I'm happy with that. I'm glad we're in this point in life. It feels good. Great sex talk, mister. Yeah, I don't know what kids learn in public school, but I would have dreaded the idea of having to be confused about my gender because I'm very young and propositioned with sort of like, well, now you have to make a choice as a young person. Are you actually a boy? You might be a girl, right? So like if you solicit a choice to me, all of a sudden I'm going to be like perplexed. I'm like, maybe I'm a girl actually. if you never asked me, I wouldn't have even thought of it because it was never in my mind. It was impossible for it to be in my mind. I just don't have those thoughts as a kid. My mind's empty, it's blank as a kid. I think about, oh, I'm going to go outside and play some street hockey or something like that. You know, like that's the most thinking you do. And then you get to your education. It's like math. It's phonics. I had cursive. You know what I mean? So it's like your head's pretty empty as a kid. You don't need to think about those things. People still keep saying in Florida, you can't say you're gay or they'll kill you. It's seriously a clown world. Right. What was the actual law? So the law says something about, it has something to do, like at the age of 5, you're not allowed to, I don't remember what it was. Somebody confirmed what it was. It was like for really young kids, I think that you weren't supposed to talk about sex identity with them or something like that. Really young kids. All right, next up we got Chris Geyer. He says, one soccer. Whoa, here we go. You got it, Chris. I'm ranting. I'm rambling. Does anyone else remember Talk Sex with Sue Johansson? Little old lady that talked about sex on TV late at night, Sue Johansson. The furry conventions banning kids when they enacted the law saying you can't have nudity or sexual acts with minor made me laugh. Yeah, because it seemed like what they were doing was protesting Florida's laws, and all it really made it look like is like, wait, you guys aren't doing like sex with minors or something like that, right? Because it actually almost seems like they're incriminating themselves. Like, why would you guys need to ban kids unless you were getting sexual with kids? You know what I mean? Well, now that we're not allowed to do these things, kids can't come here. Good. Are you saying those are the things you were doing and that kids were present in the past? I mean, it seems almost like self-incrimination. Another 1 out of 1. You ready? Here goes. So we got Nuno Mendez. Professor Oak, are you a boy or are you a girl? That's not going to be a thing anymore. Here we go. Here's Min J. Kim. The furry conventions. 3rd grade and under, you cannot discuss sex, gender, or sexual topics with students in the Don't Say Gay bill. Here we are. 3rd grade and under. That's really young kids. Australia, Jackson Irvine. Well, and you can see how that would be offensive to Democrats if they believe you're essentially born gay. So it's like they don't care what age you're at. They go, well, you know, you're 5 years old, but you're already homosexual, so why shouldn't you be allowed to talk about it? Yeah, we've got Gareth Bale. So to them, that's an offensive bill. Here's Philip Kostic from Serbia. Can you make me a brother? Okay. When I write reports at work, I don't use pronouns. All this is to distract us from the fact we haven't pulled Steamboat. Here's Kyogo Furuhashi. Damn, look at this guy. He's got that determination on his face. That's a pink hollow rookie. The Parental Rights Act. There we go. I don't know. I don't think I'd be comfortable with the teacher trying to talk sexuality with my 3rd grader or under. I feel like that's very appropriate. Raheem Sterling. What do you guys think? You think that's would you want a teacher talking to your children about sexuality, any sexuality? It doesn't matter if it's straight. It doesn't matter if it's gay. It doesn't matter. I just wouldn't want my kids talking about sexuality in 3rd grade. It's too early, man. That's too early, man. Stephen Estacchio. You know, I wouldn't want other kids talking to my kids about sex. I'd be like, stay away from my kids. You guys are creepy and gross. What kind of parents do you have? Like, chill, man. Don't even come near my kid. Just leave them alone. But so that's one thing. But then to have an adult talk about it with them, I don't know. You ever hear about teachers having sex with kids? It's kind of creepy. It seems sort of like a law that you wouldn't need because everyone kind of common sensibly knows that's not supposed to be going on. But I feel like we're in this new era where talking about sexual identity and sexual preference is like a fun new thing for some people. And it's like, well, it's fun for you, but you're like 27 years old. My kid's a 3rd grader. Don't talk to them about that. That's off limits. That's inappropriate. Chris Geyer. Let's grab your bag, Mr. Chris. So you are up here, I believe. Very weird. I wouldn't mind, mister. I got introduced to blank at 3rd grade. So, yeah, I mean, I ran into adult content when I was pretty young, too. But it was almost with no context, which you would think is a bad thing. But I think it was better than if, like, some adult came up to me and started talking sex with me. That's like really creepy. No thanks. Blue hair teacher ruining children. There was a lot of Florida teachers upset they couldn't discuss their gay sex life to the kids anymore. I almost thought it was a parody on How Outlandish. The fact that this is a conversation in society is pathetic. These cards are gay, mister. Oops, I can't say that anymore, says Funko. Funko! Anyways, I just think that Ron DeSantis was very clever to make that bill because he was writing the bill so that people would disagree with it. That was the point of the bill, was to trigger you. And that way he could say, look at the Democrats, mad that I said you can't talk sex identity with the third grader. And so that was clever politics, in my opinion. I think that Democrats could probably do a similar strategy to that. You know what I mean? Jamie Martinez. It's Jamie Martinez. 100 years Disney. Yeah, that's clever. Triggering your opponent into acting maybe one Dragon Ball Z Legend, Z Legends. Okay, let me grab that. 33 months! Would you let me slab the squirrel and the blasty? I would. They do pair together if you'd like to do that, Cheese. All right, here we are. I saw my first sexual content on Toonami on Cartoon Network through anime at 11 years old. Yeah, and seeing that kind of stuff on your own, I feel like it's almost like you're exploring a little bit. You know what I mean? Having like an adult teacher stand there and tell you what to think of it, I don't know. That is creepier somehow. Just seeing a naked woman for the first time, or like, you know, somebody getting freaky is like, oh, okay, that's a thing. I don't know. It's very strange. There we go. Very strange. He even went on TV, talked about how it was wild. This is the hill they want to die on. I can't show kids wieners anymore. Mister should have ignored Cheese. Okay, sending now, says Cheese. I take it back, Cheese. Jamie Martinez, Mr. Jamie. Yeah, I think that in general, liberals are about sort of like sexual exploration and sexual sort of like freedom, or, you know, it kind of reminds you of the hippies from the 70s, in my opinion. You know, there's no rules on love. And the conservatives they're more like, hey, there's an age of consent, and your sex is sort of like a thing to be guarded, and sex is for making babies, you know. So there's very two opposing viewpoints. All right, Cheese, I'll set him aside. Give me a second. Still have a Blastoise for sale, by the way. We are not short on Blastoises. I think that was the last Squirtle, though, so we are out of Squirtles. Ah, here he is. He's still here. All right, you ready, Cheese? So it's 365 and 275. Some of the teachers believe the students should be taught about their lifestyle is out of pocket and gross. Right, so, and this is another topic. So not everybody's accepted those lifestyles. Some people, conservatives view it as sort of like perversion, and the Democrats view it as a sex identity, sort of like, this is who I am. And so that's kind of where the country split on the subject. Is it like some sort of, so like some conservatives will say something like, well, you have a right to do what you want after 18, right? Even if it's not, even if it's frowned upon by the church. You can do what you want because you're an adult. That's what you do in America. You do what you want. That doesn't mean that those conservatives accept it as like good or sort of like healthy, right? And so that's the issue over there. There's a lot of conservatives who view, you know, LGBTQ stuff as sort of like not very good. Even if they accept it, they don't like it. But then there's Democrats who go, well, it is good because it's just perfectly fine, 100%, and it's healthy and it's normal. And so that's like a really split. It's like a really strong disagreement that the two groups are on. Very similar like abortion. All right, so this is going to end up saying Cheese on it. I'll set it over here. Cheese? You're crazy, Cheese. All right, what we got? Ruben, payment for my slab away Blastoise. You got it, Ruben. Ruben with an R. That goes down to 50. Boom. Okay. Do we have any more Zells? It's 3:09 in the morning. Pretty late, huh? I think we're out of orders. If we're out of orders, I'm going to rotate Slabs, I think. Oh, nope, here's an order. All right, we're low on orders right now, guys, so jump on in. You ready? We got Jack Watt, 3 Hololives. You got it, man. I'm gay, and so must be you. Want some piece of kid. Oh, and talk. Grade 10 Diglett. Looking up Simpsons card, there's an O.J. Simpson's trial card. What? What's blank? I don't even think it should be allowed in private school. It crossed the line. It's ironic that opinions are so binary. I think in Florida, you can actually get in trouble for convincing a child that they are a different gender. It's manipulative. Well, and that's an interesting subject. So one thing you have to agree on, because we know it's true, it's self-evidently true, is that you can get kids to believe in things that aren't real. So like Santa Claus. If you came to me today, I'm 34, and you said there's this guy, he wears a big red jacket, he's got flying reindeer, he goes down chimneys, and he leaves presents under your Christmas tree, and he's totally real, I'd be like, what are you even talking about? It's so obviously not true. But somehow children just believe it like that. They believe it instantly. So one of the things we know about children is that they just believe whatever you tell them. It's just true. Whatever you tell them is true. That's why every kid just believes the religion that their parents are. And that's how their parents learned that religion too. They learned it from their grandparents. So it's passed down like a tradition. So children are brainwashable. That's the bottom line. They're brainwashable. It's the nature of being a child. That's their neurological state of mind. And so what you sort of teach children does matter a lot. You could teach them to believe in a certain type of sexuality probably. And for at least some time, they would go along with that. One rascal, I don't believe it's until about the age of 17, I think, is when you start to be able, 16, 17 is when you start to be able to think for yourself, right? Isn't that true? One dragon maid, but all the way up before that, you can groom children. And not just groom them in a sort of negative connotation, but like literally you can tell them, hey, this is how you need to be. And they'll just be that way because you told them to be that way. So you can groom children to be like, they clean up after themselves and they throw trash into trash cans rather than on the floor. That's the concept of grooming, right? Because grooming wasn't always a negative word. Like let's say you're the king and you're grooming the prince to become the king, right? So you're teaching the kid. He's being groomed for that position, right? So that was an old use of the word groom. He's being groomed to take over as CEO. So anyways, you could teach children to think a certain way very easily because children just aren't able to argue. They can't. They are not physically capable of it. They don't have the brain capacity for it. And yeah, that's maybe why you wouldn't want a teacher to sort of tell your kid, you know, about, hey, here's what you are, or hey, do you think you might be a girl? Like, what a leading question, man. Like, of course he's going to think he's a girl if you're charismatic enough, and if the child feels uncomfortable in their body for many reasons. A lot of the times, people are born maybe not looking the way they want to look, or uncomfortable with the sexuality about their body. A lot of girls, by the way, who detransition from being trans, they started their trans journey feeling very uncomfortable as women because they don't like to be seen as like sexual. I was listening to a story about a young girl, and she was transitioning, but it was too late for her. She had lost both of her breasts. They'd been cut off, and she was now infertile. She couldn't have children either because of the side effect of the hormonal treatment that they placed her on. She had she can't even have intercourse, actually. It's really crazy. But she was telling this a really long story about how when she was younger, she had this great and close relationship with her father. But by the time she hit puberty, she developed breasts. And now she was afraid her father could only see her as like a girl, like sexual, like a woman. And she was so saddened by that and so uncomfortable with it too, because she started seeing her dad as sort of like a man as well. She was so uncomfortable with the sexual tension. That was part of what made her want to turn trans, because what she wanted the most was to return to that sort of childhood that was completely non-sexual. And that seemed achievable if only she was a guy, because, you know, her father was straight, so he would have no interest in guys. So she was saying that was a large part of her decision. And now she's in horrible regret of that decision because she's older now. She wants to have kids, but her voice has been destroyed. She sounds like a man because that's another side effect of the hormones. She sounds like a man. some of her development made her look like a man. I guess your body like changes, and she is no longer capable of having children, and she can't breastfeed the children, and so she's just devastated because she's lost so much essentially just because of her discomfort with her own body. When all she was explaining, all she really needed was like some reassurance that everything was going to be okay. You know what I mean? That was really all she needed. And she was a girl that suffered from a lot of depression and anxiety when she was younger. She explained, she said, I was a very sensitive girl, right? She even said I might have been mildly autistic. So I was very sensitive, maybe a little mildly autistic. I didn't know how to deal with any of these emotional complexities. I didn't have the wherewithal, the skills to deal with them. And then I had all these friends that told me, oh, well, maybe you're trans. And the concept of being trans, again, would regain her that connection she had with her dad, because her dad wouldn't be interested in her as a boy. So, you know, that's one example. I'm not saying that's the case in all cases, but it's very fascinating because of the sort of malleability of a young child or a young teenager to be convinced that one idea or another idea is so good. And that's what we were talking about. We're talking about the ability to brainwash people. Jack Watt, I think you're up here, Jack. And how that can have really negative consequences when it comes to, like, I don't know, sexual identity. You can really screw a person up, I think, if you convince them to get on artificial hormones or surgery, perhaps. Surgery to cut off body parts that cannot be put back on. Like, that's a huge decision as a kid, man. That's huge. Here, just lose your tits. You won't need these. You won't regret this. Cheese says one Disney and the rest on Squirty Blastoise. You got it, man. It's crazy how they push gayness and transsexuality on kids. A human has either XX or XY chromosomes. No amount of science can change that. So Space Jesus, the argument is like they consider that male and female, but they consider gender to be separate from that. So that they don't care about XX, XY. Some sounded messed up in the head already. I'm sleeping now. Support. China's not wasting their time teaching this crap in the classroom. We are lost as a country. Well, I'll tell you one thing that does upset me kind of. We sent like millions of dollars to Pakistan to teach like gender theory. And all I could think is like, can't they just get on YouTube or something, like the internet? Can't they get on like Google and just read this stuff on Google? Why do we have to spend millions of dollars sending money to a country that pretty much hates us, teaching them an ideology that goes strongly against their religious ideals? It's like, man, there's Americans who are homeless. There's like cities we're not building. Why do we got money for that? And all they had to do was look it up on the internet and read about it for free. I don't get it. It feels like America's greatest export shouldn't probably be gender theory ideologies. Half the country doesn't even necessarily agree with it. You know what I mean? But we all agree that we need to help people with the financial problems in America. So that's something that, you know, should bring us together, fixing the financial issues. And I don't know, it's just really weird. That was very recent that we did that, by the way. That's not like something that happened 10 years ago. We just did that, like, I think it was last year we did that. It's money laundering, mister. Maybe it is. Maybe we send them that money and then they send half of it back to the politicians. You wouldn't even know, especially now that we have crypto. That could be the deal. They could be like shaking hands. They'll be like, nobody will question this, because if they question it, they'll get canceled. Nobody will question this. And then they just send half of it back to the politicians as crypto. Because people were accusing the same thing could be happening right now with the Ukraine. You send the money to the Ukrainian officials. They're in the middle of war. Perhaps they're corrupt. And they go, we'll kick back $1 billion to you. Your family's $1 billion wealthier now. So maybe in theory that's possible. How would you, a citizen, be able to track anything like that? You wouldn't. So you just have to trust that none of that's going on. None of that corruption's going on. And it very most likely is. Whether U.S. officials are involved or only Ukrainian officials are involved, like maybe they're just doing it amongst themselves. You think that no Ukrainian officials took some of that cash and just left? I mean, it just goes against everything we've ever known about humans historically. All right, Cheese, so it comes out to $640. Let's start getting it set up, Cheese. Almost certainly is probably happening. Actually, I think there was an article saying that some officials were getting kicked out for misuse of funds, right? Like, oh, free money? Don't worry, we won't misuse this. So this is going to be June Cheese, Blast Squirtle, $640. And now we need to find out how much you paid down toward it. So you sent 100 minus 12, right? It's 100 minus 12 minus 25, $63. So 640, $577 remain. There you go. There's the math. Boom. All right, that's updated. We get your name on this. The Democrats got really mad when they asked them to audit that $10 billion. I don't know every single detail that goes through, but I mean, come on, dude. It's like just sending billions and billions of dollars. Are we really tracking how the money is used? Probably not. Why sexual identity is so important now? I think that it's a sign of prosperity, believe it or not. So if you were a really, really wealthy country, maybe you busy yourself with the way that you use your genitals. You know what I mean? So like in a poor society, you're really concerned about having kids to help you on a farm, agricultural farm. So having children and surviving is the focus. But if you reach a point where you're super duper wealthy and you're just going to have a kid no matter what, you know what I mean? Maybe you start to go, I don't know, maybe I don't want to have sex with girls. Maybe I have sex with boys now because, he's cute. Or, maybe I'm a girl now. You know what I mean? So maybe you do that when you're so wealthy that life's boring or there's nothing else to work on. You know, maybe you're literally bored. You don't see it happening in poor countries. It's not very common in poor countries. Did you pull Jamie Martinez yet? I sure did. We got Jamie Martinez done. It is Jamie Martinez. You got these cards. All right. Like a carnival? I think it gives people a sense of belonging, like a cult. Yeah, it is kind of strange that there's an actual flag for a sexual identity, like a sexual group, and that our government will actually fly that flag. Eric Beltran start a new bag with 10 HoloLive Japanese Volume 2. You got it, Eric? How's it going, Eric? That is a bit odd. Just trying to imagine other countries doing it. Imagine the country of Japan had like a flag for sexuality, sex identities, or something like that. And then they took down their Japanese flag and flew those flags instead. It's like, wow, Japan's really into that. That's what Japan's all about. The country of Japan is not to be confused with a separation between this sexual thing, because that's what it's all about, is this sexual thing. I feel like it reminds me of Rome. Rome was kind of Rome was hyper fixated with games and sexuality right before it fell. Do you guys remember that? Ship off the old bag with my slabs. I think I have 5 slabs total with you, says Eric. Sounds good, Eric. Nothing better to do but worry about how you're using your pee-pee. But also, the country's not probably ready to defend itself. Like, nobody's going to die for the country. You know what I mean? There we go, Eric Beltran. Why don't we have a Hente flag? Show my bag. Mr. My younger sister came out as trans today and identifies as a he. I don't know what to think. Here we are. There's been a very large spike in really young kids identifying as trans. And even trans people have come out and said, this ain't normal. They're like, the amount going on definitely has to be a reflection of, oh, that's a die cut. That's cool, man. The amount of people identifying as trans all of a sudden is most likely maybe gay guys who normally would have just been gay, and now they're deciding, wait a second, I'm not gay, I'm actually a girl. So you'll hear trans people saying, like, you know, maybe this is pushed on kids because this is too many. Here we go. All right. Canada is getting crazier than the USA on this. Trudeau is insane. Yeah. Well, just remember, you know, you had the Salem witch trials. You had that Jim Jones guy where they drank the Kool-Aid and died. One thing about humans is we're dumb enough to get into anything if you can just get whipped up into a crazy sort of mob, sort of like it's got to be this way mentality. It's possible to do a lot of things that don't make sense. And this could be a scenario that doesn't make sense. You know, like we established age of consent because we acknowledged that kids are too young to make decisions for themselves around having sex. But now we're pushing sexual concepts onto children like, hey, maybe you need to neuter yourself by taking these hormones. You need to castrate yourself because you're born in the wrong body. And I don't know. Maybe this will be in the history books one day. The Salem witch trials were. You think that they were crazy back then when they were doing that stuff? They didn't think they were crazy. It was just another thing for them back then. So maybe this will make it in the history books one day. Because my personal belief is it won't last. I don't think it can last. Homosexuality probably will. I don't think that the castrating yourself is going to go very well. I think that give it 10 to 20 years and there is going to be an unbelievable outcry from the people who transitioned, and there is going to be like, hey, this was a horrible idea and you guys let us go through with it. What the hell? You know what I mean? Like, why didn't you guys stop us? Should have stopped us and told us, you'll never have children. You'll have sexual dysfunction for the rest of your lives. You'll develop hormone-based cancers because you pumped a bunch of artificial artificial hormones into yourself. A lot of stuff, man. And we were only 15 when we did it. What were you thinking? Where was our protection? That's what they'll say. But it's like, you know, well, we're busy canceling each other. That's what it is. You're not supposed to talk about it. You're not part of the group. You're not part of, you don't support. Bad guy. Basically alt-right. All right, what we got? So that's where we are. It's a really fascinating thing. There must be some sort of like psychological mechanism somewhere that humans are terribly afraid of that works extremely well. The sort of like painting one person as a bigot, that must be extremely effective. It must be like one of the most dangerous social taboos to be painted as a bigot. So this is probably why people are so afraid of being canceled and why canceling has so much power. Because we've somehow, after measuring things in our mind, somehow we've created a culture where disagreeing, being disagreeable, that's not okay. You can't be disagreeable. You can't fat shame people. You know what I mean? Oh, you're too fat. Oh, well, you're a bigot. You know what I mean? Very politically correct society that's afraid to tell the truth, maybe. Here we go. Ooh. Trudeau's actually Fidel Castro's son. Look it up. Dude, that is one of the conspiracies that I think is probably actually true. Have you guys seen this? Trudeau's wife, Trudeau's mother is married to this guy who doesn't look anything like Justin Trudeau, and you can see her holding Fidel Castro's arm as Fidel Castro looks down on a baby. And she's like weirdly affectionate with him in that photo. And then there'll be a photo of Justin Trudeau and Fidel Castro side by side. They look like they could have been brothers, man. They look exactly the same. The other red flag is that Justin looks nothing like his father. I believe it. They used to be swingers. Dude. Definitely Fidel's offspring. Here we are. Apparently, says Space Jesus. That is a conspiracy that's got to be true. Because it's right there. I mean, it could just be like this really weird coincidence that they used to be friends with Fidel Castro and she caresses his arm, Fidel Castro's arm, while staring down at a baby. That could just be all coincidence. And it could all be a coincidence that the baby, Justin Trudeau, grows up to look exactly like Fidel Castro did. And nothing like his actual biological father, supposed father. That could just all be like a weird coincidence. That is enough evidence for me. That's what I need in order to believe something. Some sort of visual evidence. That is enough evidence for me. I would say maybe if he did like a, I don't know. I was going to say maybe if he did like a blood test or something. Y'all just spread rumors like a couple of hens. No, you got to see this, man. Hold on. You got to see this. Shut up for a second and watch this. Are you ready for this? All right. All right, hold on. That is Fidel Castro and Justin Trudeau. Do you not see it? They're like the same person. All right, hold on. There's more. Younger picture. Give me a second. Here we go. This is Justin Trudeau and young Fidel Castro. Do you see this? Hold on. They're the same person. They were visiting each other around the time of his conception, too. They're extremely similar. Now, give me a second. You want to see him and his dad? This is Justin Trudeau and his actual dad. All right. They both have blue eyes, I suppose. Here we go again. He looks like Fidel. He does not look like him. He's got that Fidel look. Hold on. Here's Fidel Castro with Justin's mom. Fidel Castro, Justin Trudeau's mother, because they're such good besties. There they are again. What? What is going on, man? All right, and then here's another photo. That's Justin Trudeau's real dad, Fidel Castro, who looks exactly like Justin Trudeau now. That's Justin Trudeau's supposed father. That's his mom hanging off of this guy's arm. The fuck? Look, here's her hand on the back of his shoulder, too. Do you understand how she's holding him? She's like caressing this guy. What is going on, man? She's way too comfortable. Why is this guy off to the side? Dude, the fact that he looks exactly like Justin Trudeau is crazy. There's no way. Like, you can tell me it's not true. I'm not going to listen to you. Okay, check this picture out, man. They're the same guy. Nah, man. They were getting it guaranteed. Definitely related. Definitely related. Justin looks nothing like this guy over here. His supposed dad. That's not Justin Trudeau. No way, man. It's you can see the evidence with your own eyes. All right, that was fun. We are not just a bunch of hens on that one. That one is likely true because you can see the genes on Justin Trudeau's face, his facial profile, his features, right? The genetic markers are extremely similar to Fidel Castro, who apparently his mother was so close with that she's draping herself on him. And his facial features don't really look like his dad at all. You ready? Eric Beltran. TCC's uncle? Ain't no way, man. I don't know. I guess if there was some sort of like live stream DNA test where Justin has to be live and it's like a third party doing the DNA test, maybe like 3 third parties, only then would I believe it's not true. They would have to do it live and everything. Not even close. They look so similar. Mr. talks about moon conspiracy. A week later, he's telling us Justin Castro. It's uncanny. Castro has no facial features of Justin. What are you talking about, Jason? They look identical. I've stared at the picture. They're very similar. Much more similar than him and his supposed father. Okay, Chris says 2 more soccer. You got it, man. Mr. Chris, give me a second. Chris is going deep tonight. You're going to get a fresh box, man. Also, you're going to get your own box for storing these. It is so freaking obvious, man. They look so similar. Now, I can concede that it's possible that is not true. It's just all coincidence. She likes to hang on this guy who looks exactly like her son, and the dad doesn't look like the son. It's just all merely a coincidence. That's all it is. That's fine. I can believe it's all a coincidence. But in this case, I feel like the conspiracy sounds more real than what we've been told to believe. As if nobody ever lies, right? Like, of course they do. Doot. Oops. There you go. All right. I don't think that it would make his claim to power illegitimate. Justin Trudeau can continue to be the prime minister. That's just sort of like an odd, weird thing. You know what I mean? Beep. She has that twinkle in her eye while holding Castro. I know. She's way too excited to be there holding his arm, looking at whatever they were looking at. Okay, you ready? Castro has no facial features of Justin. They're like identical, dude. Remember, a kid is 50% the mother too, right? So usually when you look at a mom and a dad, and then the kid, you just see a little bit of both parents in them. What's crazy is Fidel looks like he's more than 50% Justin. They're so similar. Cody Gakpo. I'm sorry about all the rants, Chris. We're just talking about everything tonight. Here's Idrissa. Sergino. Castro gave her the D for sure. Here's Anthony Contreras. Ooh, that's a fancy looking Prism card. There we go. That is one of the few conspiracies that I actually think is probably true. He-Chan Huang. I resemble my uncle more than either of my parents. Uh-oh. I'm just kidding. Here's Yusuf, keeping it in the family. No woman can resist the Chad Castro. Here's Philippe. Jude Bellingham. And Ike Ugbo. Castro's a pimp. Mister's going to be talking about Obama marrying a man next. Name me one photo where you've seen Michelle Obama pregnant. You can't. You guys ever heard that? Okay, there we go. Pack number 1. Michelle's a man. Ilhan Omar legit married her brother. So you're saying that's a real one. That's not just a... Is that legal? All right, you ready? I don't know if you're telling the truth or if you're just saying that. Oh, you got something in there. Oh, interesting. That might be a good pull. I don't know why it's upside down like that, but usually that's a good sign. David Rahm. Mister, it's going to peck some blank next. Peck some corn. Click, click, click. Jakub. That's right. We're a bunch of conspiracy hens in here trading gossip. Saeed. She did it for immigration purposes. Okay, here's Gianluca. Sergej. All right. Oh, what do we got? All right. So first of all, I want to point out, Chris has been pretty lucky tonight. Wow, Chris, sometimes going deep pays off. You got this rookie 1-of-1 card. Are you ready for your next big hit? Let's see what it is. I think this is a good one. I'm not even a soccer fan. Lionel Messi. Signature. Bro, look at that. Isn't he kind of a star player? Didn't the Argentinians win? Wow. What is this? Signature Lionel Messi. Messi? Holy blank. We must have had some hot boxes or something. That card is crossed off for 4K. Okay, you also get a numbered card, Name Sleety, out of 399. Yo, that is the biggest hit. I knew it was. The moment I saw it, I'm like, wait a second. That's a card that people definitely really like. That card is worth up to like 1K. Here's Belgium. That card has to be thousands. Not Willie. So funny. I've got all this inventory, and there's all these cards like just trapped in the inventory. And when you guys open the packs, you set them free. Mr. Sanda Beckett. Here's Jeremy Sarmiento. Congratulations. Card is like $4,000 raw. Crazy, man. And Andrea Onana. Wow, man, that makes up, in my opinion, that makes up for the tough round in the Final Fantasy. Because you did not even open up a ton of these, and you just got 2 very good pulls, in my opinion. A 1-of-1 rookie and a Lionel Messi signature. Bleh. Where are you seeing CGC change their label? Soccer hits galore. I'm cutting soccer. Congrats, $4,000 raw. Wow, you might have just made some of your money back tonight. What do you guys think? That card is like the Steamboat Willie card. It's the chase. Is it really? Man, that's cool. I saw his name and I'm like, all right, I know his name, but I don't know why I know his name. So this has got to be valuable. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I know the Argentinians won, and I know his name for some reason. Whew. Wow, man, he pulled these in the same night. All right, so this is what? Panini Prism? I'll do a quick search for it. Okay, Lionel Messi signature. Damn, dude, check this out. This just sold, too. So this is, I think, a very similar card. Is it the same card? Panini Prism World Cup Lionel Messi soccer signature, May 19th, 4,250, marked down. There it is. Bleh. Wow, man. Wild. Woo! That's going to be the most expensive card we pulled tonight, that's for sure. Did you guys see we also pulled this? And this is like $1,000 card. We pulled this tonight as well for Jeff Leon. That's $1,000 card as well. Wow. Tonight was a crazy night. Holy cow. I better go tell Mr. Mike's side. This is when? At 3:43? 3:43. Damn, dude. Nice hits. Wow. Damn. Oh, wow. The Iona Altart. Yeah. Got to clip that. Soccer fans about to freak out at how calm you were. I don't know what I'm holding. I offer the soccer packs for you soccer fans, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm afraid I don't know. But look at that. 1-of-1 on that, too. Isn't that crazy? Wild stuff, man. Wow, you just did so good. Got to clip that. Soccer fans about to freak out. So, Mr. Mike's side has been notified. And Chris, you got two very nice cards in the Cool Kids box. Bruh. Let's get you your own box now. Holy. What a night, man. Pulling like a $4,000 card out of the soccer cards. Wild. You know it's good when even Mr. knows the player. Yeah, for some reason I know Lionel Messi. I saw it, and so I paused. Right? When I saw it, I said, you are having a good night tonight because I know this guy's name, and I don't watch soccer. Right? All right, I've been opening up enough sport packs that I know when a player comes out, and I should know who he is because I've heard his name so many times. There we go. All right. Mr. Chris, making bank. If only it worked all the way that time, or worked all the time that way, Chris. Just open packs and make money. Okay. So, Chris, now you got a box. Damn, dude. Wild stuff. Nice pull to end the night. Good night, everyone, says Tattoo Steven. We're still going. We're going to see who's next. Louis Laura, I would like 3 Disney and a Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest. Silver bells. Here it is, Silver Tempest. Ew, sports, says Alex. Alex, those sport cards just made someone some money. I liked it. I'm happy. Happy with that. We need more of that. We're going to have to make sure that we keep some more sports cards in stock. My goal is to make sure we have at least one sport set for every genre, every major genre. Can't wait to add the golfing cards to the menu. Mister, would you buy it for $3K? Me? Well, shoot, it just sold for 4.5 marked down, so that's pretty close to market. A problem is this. I could send it off to get graded. It would come back. I don't think you guys would buy it from me, so I would just be listing it on eBay, I guess. It sounds like kind of risky. maybe there would be a little bit of money to make at that price. All right, let's see what we got. Sia Sweet says, nice. You got a nice pull, man. Now we just need Steamboat Willie to show up. And we will be very happy. But man, yeah, that $4,000 card, that's pretty good. That's like Steamboat Willie. We are, but it was in a different card set. Okay, very good. Louis Laura. No lag now, huh, guys? We had a major lag spike where we had 140 viewers, and after the spike was over, we lost 40 viewers. How annoying is that? We just had, it was just a normal night. There was one lag spike. People were like, I'm out of here. I'm not watching that. That's tough. I like it when people stay. Here we go. Some nice horror movie cards would be cool. There's scary movie cards. That's interesting. Okay, Mr. Matthew. There you go. They think Steamboat exists. Well, if we never pull it, I can tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go buy a Steamboat Willie directly and then offer it as a break one day. So that is coming up in the future. So it's 3:45. We have a little bit more time together if you guys want. But I'm out of orders. So I think now's the time to rotate slabs, actually. Okay, let's see. Anything staying up here? I'm saying I wish there was some like Star Wars cards. Put this down here. I see what you're saying. It'd have to be a really good scary movie. Maybe It. Oh, wait, hold on. This one never got priced. So that one's got to stay up. Grovel. Every day or so, we rotate out to a different round of cards. Okay, there we are. Okay, Lugia is still up. Jeff Birthday Slab, $19. Naughty Girl, charity card. This is still for sale. This is still for sale. This is still for sale for some reason. All right, there we go. And Charizard. So these stay up. PSA 10 of that Lionel Messi card sold for $6,000. I hope you get a 10 on it, man, Mr. Chris. I know if you're a kind of guy who opens a lot of cards, you need it to sell because you got to recoup some of your costs. It costs a lot to open cards all day. All right, you guys ready? So we're going to start putting on the new slabs. You see my payment for Slab Away? I sure did. We took care of it. I'll tell you what, let's just dump these on. So these weren't priced too very long ago. There we go. So now we have a different round. Just made an order. Thank you, mister. Hello, mister. What slab still got spots on them? I don't know if there is. I believe mister will pull the Steamboat Billy card. I'm summoning it. Here's... Oh, wait. We already did that one. Hold on. Let me refresh. We have Arjun Joshi jumping into the Neo break. All right. 2 spots left. I'm sorry. 8 spots left. Scary. Very nice. Arjun Joshi. Is Sandshrew spraying on me? That's exactly what's going on. Cheese says 1 Disney. Okay. 1 Disney. Toss that away. Okay, there's this guy. So that's for cheese. It's a cold round, cheese. Is a Neo spot. Look out for those Neo spots, man. They're a cheap $87. Oof. Really talking about big risk on that. I could probably make a Neo spot into a break. So we can make it $10, 1 in 9. See how expensive that would be if we did this? So Neo spot 4, you have a 1 in 9 odds for $10. Wild stuff, huh? That shows you how expensive that is. What's the slab in the middle? Oh, this is a lovely Haunter Spectra. Pop 9, apparently. Let's see if its price has changed since the last time I priced it. Or if there's even one for sale. There's none for sale. Looks like one sold on May 8th for $425, and now there's just none of them for sale. We're a messy house, so not selling. We are a messy house, so not selling. Oh, very cool, man. I'm thinking about buying it, says One Thug. It's a nice card. Would you like to see it up close? So basically, in Topps Chrome, you have the regular holographic cards are actually considered common uncommons, but Spectra is considered a hit. So Spectra gives it the rainbow coloring. See the rainbow coloring in it? So that's why you call it Spectra up there. It's a very low pop card, and yep, it's just Haunter. So it's always going to remain somewhat popular because people will want to pair this with the Ghastly and the Spectra Gengar. I think I have a Spectra Gengar. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it. It's a nice card. Dude. Yeah, those low pop cards definitely sell. Wow, this is cheap. Brock Sandshrew 9. Guess we were doing a special price on that. Here's a cool one. We got a Merlin 2 Charizard for $360. Is that still accurate? So the PSA 9 is 1,250. Are there any 8s? That actually might be too low of a price. Let me check the sold to get some concepts. Oh, I think it might be too low. So it says a PSA 8 sold on March 3rd, marked down from 300. Oh, but there's one that sold for 100. He's pretty close in the ballpark for the correct price, I think. Oh, mine's 3. I'm sorry, I read it wrong. I thought it said 260. Never mind. Never mind. No, that's fine. I thought it said 260. I misread my own price. That sticker's fire. Pop 22 holographic Merlin Series 2 Charizard. People always go crazy for Charizard. If I had left that up on the table the whole time, he might have already sold by now. Oh, some nice stuff over here. This should say 360 now, right? Oh, the perfect Darkrai. Man, these cards, there are some nice cards out there. I got the slabs, guys. I got all the slabs. All right, I think I'm ready to wrap up though. It's 3:54. Oh, hold on. I got another order in, so let me just take a look into that. It's been a great night, everybody. So this is an order for Wilder Cardona, 2 Welcome Back Diva. I should have a bag. Thanks. You got it, Wilder. All right, let's see. 1v1 me on Fortnite, mister. All right, we're going to 1v1 you on Fortnite. We have Bardiche, high armed, and A2 Massager, Code Heart. There you go, Mr. Wilder. Nothing crazy in there. Walk stream next? Yeah, but that won't start till about 5:30. It's currently 4, so that won't start for like an hour and a half. Sorry. There we go. Gives me a little bit of time to relax. Set John up for his work because he's got work to do. Yep, looks like we're done for the night. I had a lot of fun, everybody. Did you guys have fun? Who had fun? How's it going, everybody? Yeah, we're going to go live for the walking stream soon, and I'm going to hop off. Okay? You guys have a nice night.